Welcome to this week's episode of the Indian Dots podcast. We have discussed getting tickets to Beyonce. Yeah. So when you're in the queue and the number is, you're in the hundreds of thousands, and you're like 139, 423,000 in the queue.
When capacity's 85.
You kind of think,
this isn't going to work.
Karan thought his wife got kidnapped. Why don't you go knock on the door?
That's exactly what I did eventually.
Oh my God, okay.
So you play the game with yourself then, like, give them 5 minutes.
Give
them 10 minutes.
Why Karan feels the urge to speak English in India?
I just need them to know that I can speak English. And so I realize this now, but I don't know why I feel the need to do it. I still haven't got to that kind of, I'm still unpacking that.
Are Indian parties getting a little bit overcomplicated? Random parties, not even wedding parties, just random parties. Just keep them nice and simple. Because it's more about the people that come along. What is plain etiquette, and should you lean back too early, too late? And how do you butter your paratha?
In the optimal way.
In the optimal way. All this and more to come in the episode. We'll see you there. What's happening, people? Welcome to this week's episode of the Indie Bandy. 33 seconds in, already trolling me. Let's try again. What's going on, people? How is everybody doing? Welcome to this week's episode of the Indian Dutch podcast.
It's going in the bathroom, is he? In the bathroom.
Yeah, what's wrong with the bathroom?
Bathroom.
Look, you're Mr. Oh, I'm a little bit formal this week. Oh, I'm going to say everything properly. And now all of a sudden, this is the hill you want to die on. Bathroom.
You're not from London. Why are you speaking like that? I don't understand.
You know what? I feel like we have touched on this topic a little bit. And I switch between the two. Have you noticed this?
Grass.
I say both.
I know, but you're not consistent.
What's the thing you clean your teeth with? Acha, you have to think about it now, acha.
No, I get told off by this one. So it's toothbrush or toothbrush, isn't it?
Yeah, toothbrush.
Toothbrush.
I say tough.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do because it's really bad English. But tough. It's been 2 weeks.
You know, it's really weird because obviously the episodes go out because we did a bit of batch recording, but it feels like a long time. It has been a long time since we recorded. So just really excited to be back, man. It feels good to be in person.
There we go. Finally. Long time no see. It's weird, it's weird not doing the podcast for 2 weeks. It's very odd. Because
I think when we're not podcasting, we're still talking about the podcast.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, lots happening. We're doing back-end stuff. We have constant meetings. Like, we're always doing stuff, but then you forget the essence of actually podcasting is podcasting.
And the main product.
Yeah, so that's it.
Confessions of a Married Man. I'm going to tell you, Karan.
You're going to tell me
why I'm such a fucking good husband, okay?
Oh, bale. Wow, this is reverse confession.
Galason.
This is pump.
Galason. When your wife comes to you and says,
Hanji,
I have a request.
Binti.
You say, tell me, Vutti. What do you need from me?
Main tera genie.
What do you need?
Das mitra.
I want tickets to Beyonce.
Balle.
I said, easy.
मैं Jay-Z ਨੂੰ phone ਕਰਦਾ.
Light work.
Rock Nation. Illuminati. ਓਏ.
Yeah.
ਜੇ 2 ਟਿਕਟਾਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੀਆਂ.
Yeah.
ਮੈਂ ਤੇਰੀ ਵਾਈਫ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਣਾ. ਲੱਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ.
ਲੱਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ.
My dad,
you know what's funny,
my dad
right?
said that about Beyonce. He saw a Glastonbury on TV and he goes, ਲੱਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ. Sorry, Dad. Beyonce. He's actually very nice.
Did he say it in front of Mum?
Yeah, I think Mum was there somewhere. Yeah. Dad loves Madonna as well.
Huh?
He loves Madonna as well.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like her anymore, man.
Like early Madonna.
Yeah, but that was like
Sorry,
years
not
ago.
Madonna. He loves Kylie Minogue.
Oh, Kylie.
Na.
That's interesting.
Latta again, man. Oh, you know.
Lat.
No, kang.
Lat. Oh God.
Acha, theek hai.
So she said to me, I want tickets to Beyonce. I said, all right, let me help you out.
Right.
These tickets are unbelievably hard to get. They were so difficult to get. Beyonce did 3-second show releases.
Like
in
extra
batches.
shows.
So she did extra shows on top each time because the demand was that high.
Yeah.
So Sanj the first time did it on her own. She tried to get tickets, couldn't do it.
Okay.
Because she kept on getting kicked out the queues, or the queues were too long and she was getting botted.
Out of the queue? Virtual queues? Bloody hell.
The competition for it was so high. And when you try to log into it and click through, it tells you the number of people that are ahead of you. Now, the capacity at the stadiums, I think...
80,000 Wembley?
Yeah, no, it isn't. It's the Tottenham Hotspur...
Even bigger than?
Stadium. So it's 85-ish.
It's big. Yeah.
So when you're in the queue and the number is... You're in the hundreds of thousands and you're like 139, 423,000 in the queue.
When capacity's 85.
You kind of think...
This isn't going to work, is it?
Unless
they fall out. Yeah.
Yeah, or they fall out or it's all bots. That's what you're hoping for, right? So she was upset that she didn't get tickets. She goes on Instagram and she sees everybody else has got tickets. She's like, this is really upsetting. I said, okay, let me help you. So next day, we jump on it again because there's a new batch of tickets released the following week. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. No luck. Again, struck out again, right? Next time, new tickets, Thursday or Friday release, I think it was. This is for the next set of shows that she's put out. We've then spoken to some friends and they said, we're going to Edinburgh and we're going to go make the journey up there because the competition for tickets was less on the website. Everyone was trying to get to London.
Good point, yeah.
Because they obviously had it as Edinburgh. I think she had one in Sunderland, which is like a weird place. Yeah, and then she had one in Edinburgh.
Nothing in Birmingham.
So everybody from like the Midlands down were trying to go to London. No one's really thinking to go further up. But there's only 1 or 2 shows in Edinburgh. So we had an Edinburgh tab open. We had the London tabs open. We had other ones open as well, just in case for all different dates. Stress. Absolute stress. Because I'm trying to buy the tickets and Ticketmaster and Live Nation are so bad. When you have the ticket on screen, it says ticket available. You click it, it says gone. Click it, it's gone. And it says you get to the next step. It's there in your basket. You go to checkout. We apologize for the inconvenience. You have to go back 3 steps and start again. Unbelievably difficult. So I said to Sanj, you're going to have to get a seat separate from me. Just get single tickets. Because when you start putting in 2 tickets, it's trying to allocate you 2 tickets close to one another. So I said, if we end up going to Edinburgh, just get single tickets. So we both got 2 single tickets to Edinburgh. She got hers. I got mine about like 10 minutes later. Okay. Cool. So I thought, this is nice. All right, sweet. I was happy. The price didn't make me happy, but I was happy. It was about £150.
Okay.
I was like, shit, okay, fine.
That's normal seat or premium seat?
It's like a normal seated.
Damn, man.
Yeah, but I had like a lower tier one. Sanj had like a mid tier one. So I said, you have my ticket, I'll have yours. Easy. Comes to the evening and we're sitting there and Sanj says, do you really want to go? I said, I'm only going because you want to go, really.
This is after you've bought the tickets?
Yeah. So I said, I'm only going because you want to go, really. And I want to go and support you.
You didn't think to have this discussion before buying tickets, both of you?
No, I did, but I was sort of the opinion that it's fine. Like if she wants to go, I'll go with her. We can make a weekend of it in Edinburgh. We can have a nice time.
Why the question from Sanj? What's she thinking at this point?
Because I was enthusiastic about it, and then I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Wasn't she picked up on your vibe of being a bit dead?
Yeah. So I changed it a little bit, and I was like, I feel a little bit torn because I was thinking, hang on, when we start adding the cost of this into it. So we've got to get from here to Edinburgh.
So flight or train.
You can do flight or train or drive. You don't want to get train because the train strikes. You might get a flight, but then you got a luggage allowance.
Yep.
Then we can stay with our 2 mates who are going up as well.
Nice.
In an Airbnb.
Okay.
Got to take an airbed. So all of a sudden, this one ticket has now turned into a much bigger issue.
It's a holiday then, isn't it?
So I'm thinking, okay, we can do this. Let's just make a weekend of it. It's fine, right?
Right.
Then what Sanj did, Beyonce then releases another batch of tickets for another set of shows in London. Now she's doing like something stupid. I think it's 5 or 6 shows in London, back to back to back to back, or like a 1 or 2 day gap in between. And Sanj managed to get a ticket for that the next day in the Spurs Stadium on a Sunday.
1 ticket.
1 ticket. So I said,
for her.
Yeah, I said, cool. Well, you can go to that. You don't need me to go with you because you can just go.
And then what, via go the other ones?
And then the ones in Edinburgh. You can hit resale on Ticketmaster and put it through. Now, I'm not a dick, so I sold them at face value. I put it up at face value. I don't want to make any money off it. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to go that badly, but there's probably someone out there who is a woman or guy. I'm not going to sit here and discriminate.
A proper Beyonce fan. Yeah?
A big Beyonce fan.
Yeah.
And they can't go because I've taken their ticket. So I thought, you take the ticket, like I'll just sell it. Whoever gets it, gets it. It could be a reseller. I don't know that. But in my head, I thought I've done the right thing. I've sold it online and somebody took it within like a few hours. It had sold.
Both.
Mine had. Sam sold a couple of days later.
So both of those are sold now.
Yeah, both of them are sold now.
She's got a single ticket
to go to the one in the Spurs Stadium.
You don't need to go.
I'm not going.
Is that the end of the story?
That's the end of the story.
I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
You started with, I'm such a great husband.
I am a great husband. I supported her through that whole thing. I helped her through the whole ordeal, the trauma, all of it, man. It was tough.
Yeah,
it was tough work.
It wasn't clear what you did.
Mate, I do everything. What are you on about? Yeah, I did everything in that situation.
Because in the end, she secured her own ticket.
Yeah, but that's because demand had died down massively and you could buy like a normal spot ticket on your own. It's fine.
So the story is about Sanj.
Of course it is.
And it's about you killing the vibe. Do you really want to go, well, maybe,
I said, no.
Honey.
I think what genuinely started to hit me was, I'm taking someone else's ticket that really wants to go.
This is a classic example, guys, of Indy overthinking. Who thinks like that?
Me?
Yeah. I don't know.
But this is Beyonce's first tour in about 10 years. So
Yeah.
all these girls that have like been brought up on her last 6 albums that I've not listened to a single song.
Who you don't personally
I've
know.
not listened to a single song.
Are these the ones riding the horses and on the scooter?
Probably, yeah. See, now you're making a reference to later on the people aren't going to understand.
It's funny, man.
Look here. For those who don't understand, you got to listen to the What's Happening segment at the end. All will make sense. So, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you're a great husband.
I supported her through thick and thin, man.
Supported her, but you didn't show any enthusiasm.
I did show enthusiasm.
She's going to a show on her own.
She wants to go on her own.
What does that say about you?
I said, do you want me to go with you?
I would prefer
and she
to go
said,
on
it's
my
fine, I'll go on my own. I said, fine.
Wow, that's
cool.
That's feedback right there.
It's not feedback. It's again the same concept. I'm taking someone else's ticket. Let someone else go who really wants to go.
That's from your perspective. Right?
Yeah.
That's you. But Sanji's saying, I would prefer to go on my own.
She's not thinking.
Maybe. She's not thinking. Yeah.
Maybe she's thinking that. If she is cool.
You need to delve into that, my friend.
I'll get the whole flat to myself. It's great.
Bali podcast. Come a week or another.
Why don't you come down and we can film a podcast on the day she's gone?
Idea. Date the even.
Huh?
It's not a bad idea.
I'll give you the day. I'll give you the day. Come down.
Why don't we stand outside the stadium?
Yeah. You get a free concert.
Beyonce.
The other thing that hit me as well was I was thinking, do I really want to go to a show where I'm going to be surrounded by women screaming at the top of their lungs and it's going to be very painful?
Having just had an ear operation. You don't want to go backwards.
I don't want to go backwards.
This is true, man.
I don't want that.
The last thing I heard.
I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want that. So I thought, nah, it's fine. It's okay.
What if Jay-Z comes? You reckon he'll come?
He won't go.
I don't know, man.
He won't perform.
Walk out.
They already did their whole like
World
joint
together.
concert together. Yeah.
They
Again.
did.
He's way past that. He's in like
he's probably chill mode now.
Billionaire territory. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Chill.
Do you see that video of him at LeBron's game when he broke the record, calming down
Which bit?
Denzel Washington?
What did he do?
You ever seen it?
He calmed him down.
There's this clip, right, where I don't know if it's before the game, mid-game, or whatever. Everyone's on the court.
Yeah.
All these celebs or whatever. And Denzel is like basic. Jay-Z's talking to somebody. He notices Denzel, walks over, starts grabbing his arm.
Yeah.
Denzel to like pull him back, like calm down.
Yeah.
And Denzel's like,
He doesn't even look at him.
like he's saying to Jay-Z, like, just, no, I got this, man. I got this.
Yeah.
And he's proper like. Denzel's the most chill guy in the world, man.
He's not that chilled.
You know what I mean? Like compared to actors, he's not known to be like a hothead or whatever. So I was
Not
like,
Samuel Jackson, but he's a great actor.
no,
so.
Samuel Jackson's a hothead, man.
Not all the time.
Yeah, but Denzel, I don't think is a hothead unless he's acting and he's in Man on Fire and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And and I saw another video. I think was it from the Super Bowl or not the Super Bowl, Grammys or whatever. One of these
Grammys when Jay-Z's at the Grammys. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was what's that famous who's that cook, the Gora cook that swears at everyone? What's his name?
Salt Bay.
No, Gora cook who swears at everyone.
Gordon Ramsay.
Sorry, yeah, that's it, Ramsay. So it was Ramsay's video. And in the start, he shows him meeting Jay-Z. And Jay-Z's just like chill kapre, man. Just wearing tracksuit bottoms, glass of wine. Like you said, $1 billion.
Nothing to
club,
prove.
man.
Nothing to prove.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? Then I had this fuddu banda on the plane, sitting like one seat in front of me. Oh my God.
Plane to where? Key. Are you on your confessions now?
No.
Go on.
You just feeling my foot up? That was really weird. That
No,
was
it's not.
like,
That's me there.
I know.
Oh shit, your foot's there.
Yeah, it came past. And I was like, why are you stroking my
putting
foot?
that-
Man?
Well.
Footsie on the podcast.
There we go. Is this your confession now?
It's not, but it just made me think about.
You want to
something
plane
you
to
said.
India? Yeah. Go on.
Plane to India, fuddu banda sitting right here, right? He must be like my age or younger, whatever. Sitting there head to toe. Man has, I don't know if it's fake or real kapre. Either way, it's a bad look.
Gucci.
Gucci, aha. Something else top. Chain, belt, dutti, jean, everything branded. Like I said, even if it's fake, even if it's real, if it's fake, it's like, bro, you're sitting there in economy. Why are you giving it 10, man? Why are you giving it 10, all this thing? Hey, you haven't got shit, man, this hala. Yeah. And then it's such a poignant point, like you just said about Jay-Z. Then you got the people who are actually sitting in business first,
Yeah.
who dress like bunny,
Chilling.
Matalan de kapade,
That's
whatever.
it.
There you go. But no, that wasn't my confession. So we got to Delhi, landed next day. We're going to fly out. So in departures terminal, going to Chandigarh. Go to M&S, right? Why?
There's an M&S in Delhi.
Yeah. In
Mad.
the airport. M&S is massive in Delhi, in India, man. They love Indians abroad love Marks and Spencer's. They think it is the Louis Vuitton of Gode Kapre.
It's not that great.
No, like they want to come. People who come from India want to go to M&S. They want to. It's like a yatra. They want to matha take M&S.
Relax, man. Yo.
I'm-
See TikTok's gonna go on to you, man. Relax.
They might, but it's a place they have to go to. M&S guys, yeah, M&S. M&S
Yeah.
Anyway, we go there because Mr. Organized has forgotten all his jaraban. I had no socks.
Of
on the
course you
trip,
have.
right?
Of course you have.
I don't know how this happened. Yeah, I don't know.
You
So-
got cocky. That's how it happened.
Yeah, maybe.
You got
making
cocky.
too many videos of falling.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Shindy man should ruin the game sending you guys videos.
There you go.
So we go to M&S, you get some jalabana, and I got some nice, you know, the tops that you say I wear all the time, the duck egg one.
Yes.
So I've got 2 other colors now, which apparently aren't available in England. I've got a nice salmon pink, which is like your hoodie, that Pokemon hoodie you've got.
Oh, the Pokemon long top I've got. Yeah.
that kind of color, really nice color. And I got something else. Anyway, so I'm there, Tika, and I go to check out. There's a lady there. I'm speaking to her. She's got a name badge. The badge 1, badge 2, whatever her name.
2
is.
badges.
Yeah, like so one's her name, then the second badge says bra fit advisor.
Sure.
Right, so I see it, don't really register. Then I start thinking about it, and I was like,
What does one of those do?
yeah, no, I'm like, is that a camera? It's like a joke or something.
Am I getting punked?
Yeah. I'm like, that's a real position, right? And then obviously I voice noted this to you in our group, and then the girls basically were like, yeah, this is really normal. Like Sanjay and Shindy were like, it's really normal. And I was like, how have I gone through 32 years of life and never seen this?
Because
I've
we
been
don't
to
go
M&S
in the bra section.
No, but it wasn't the bra section. That's what I'm saying. Now. Yeah, that's true as well. Maybe because she was covering the counter.
There wasn't a bra section in M&S.
Remember, it's an airport M&S. It's not massive. No, obviously there was a bra section, but I'm saying she wasn't in it when I saw her there. She was at the till when I was paying, right?
Right.
But I was just like, imagine if you had the Converse.
You had the what?
The Converse. Opposite.
Huh?
Kachala fitter. Imagine we go to a store like Next and we're like, mate, I don't know what size boxes I should be wearing. What do you think?
It's
Let me have
different
a
though, innit?
feel.
It's different though, innit? There's more variables when it comes to a bra. There's way more variables.
is
You've got
that-
cup size, you got chest size, you got, I'm out of ideas here. You've got colours,
I was
you've
gonna
got
say-
different straps,
I was gonna say-
you got strapless,
Okay,
you got
listen.
invisible bras.
Listen, Mr. Geography,
Yeah.
Mr. Riding Horse and Bra Master here. Yeah, let's not deep dive on that. This isn't our area of specialty. That's one thing we actually didn't. Although Sanjay and Shindy said it's a normal thing, they didn't actually tell us what the function is and what they do. But I will just leave that there. I was just a bit like, that's a real thing, okay? And yeah, just imagine if there was a Kacha equivalent, Bandeali.
I don't think they could.
Imagine
be,
you go in and you ask, Paji, kera Kacha mere fit hoga?
So every time there's the every time I hear about stuff like cupping or anything of this nature,
From a tailor.
yeah, I think of the scene in
Joey.
Friends.
Joey,
Joey.
To the left.
Yeah.
Back over.
That's how they measure things. Yeah, of
That's
course
how
they
they
do.
do
Of course
it.
they do. In prison.
You go up one side, move it over.
God.
You imagine that? Imagine they have like some sort of different size cups, and they just hold it. Then they go, "This is okay for you. Oh, big boy."
So here's the thing: when you have to buy a cricket cup,
Yes.
same concept,
You
isn't
gotta
it?
try
You
one.
have to, but you're meant to try it on over your trousers, not underneath.
Yeah. Rookie mistake.
How do you try it on?
You got to put it on. Yeah.
See, same thing.
Maybe there you go.
Nicker.
But yeah, so that was a interesting start to the morning when I was in M&S. So I learned about that. All right, here's another one. So that night we stayed in a hotel because we were flying out the next morning. There's no overnight flights, internal flights. In the morning, having breakfast. Okay, it's buffet. Go there, having breakfast, and I see some Gordy next to us. Listen to the conversation.
How deep is the conversation?
Forget the topic or what they're talking about. It was more, I realized they're actually from England, so they're Gordy.
Oh, okay.
Right, as opposed to this white people from.
Oh, Dave. Yeah.
Yeah, Sharon and Dave type, right?
Yeah.
I have this thing, and it took me to write this down and talk about it in the podcast to realize I actually do this, and I've been doing this for a long time. If I'm in India and Gore are near me, specifically from England, more so, I do it when it others, but specifically from England, and Shindy or someone is next to me, I will, on purpose, speak English because I want them to know
That I am English too.
yeah, it's very important for them to not think,
That you are
Fresh.
from India.
yeah,
You can't say fresh, remember, Karen?
yeah, or
You can though. I've said it bare times.
whatever
Fresh to death, remember, Karen?
yeah,
Fresh. Funky fresh.
whatever terminology. And so I'm at this point of realization now. I'm like, wow, I actually do this. And I'll say, it'll be random things. The weather is lovely, Shindy. Right? And it's not like...
I should be like,
What?
what? Why are you talking like that? Shut up.
Yeah, they said there. Stop chatting.
Yeah.
Shit.
Who are you
Right.
chatting shit to now? I'm not even listening. I'm on holiday, right?
So I'm like, what am I like? I don't know. So I'm like, I just need them to know that I can speak English. And so I realize this now, but I don't know why I feel the need to do it. I still haven't got to that kind of, I'm still unpacking that.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a really interesting observation, self-observation.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, you've accused me of speaking Punjabi around English people all the time. And you say to me,
Really?
and you say to me, why do you keep pulling out Punjabi when you're around white people?
Do you do
And
that?
I said, do I?
When do you do that?
You
I've
said
said
it.
this
You said it
on the
yeah,
podcast.
yeah. No, you said it to me in person a few times.
Gotcha.
Whenever we've been out and about, I might just say something and you're saying, why are you saying that? You never speak Punjabi. Why are you saying that?
So you do the reverse.
I do the reverse.
Very interesting.
But I do it speaking code.
Why do I do it?
Because you got a point to prove. I want to make
Why-
people.
yeah,
I want to
but-
make people feel excluded.
What point am I trying to prove?
Huh?
What is the point I'm trying to prove? You maybe help me.
I don't know what point you're trying to prove, bro.
Come on, man. What are your thoughts?
I am a doctor. I can speak just the Queen's English just as much as you. But you, my friend, are the recluse here in India because I can speak all the languages here. You can't. That's what you're trying to prove. You're like, you think you're more superior, yeah? Colonialist. Nikya?
Maybe
Nikya
some
colonizer?
subtle,
Nikya?
subtle undertones
Nikya?
potentially.
That is impressive.
With the
Using your bird.
With the foot, that's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just thought that.
Very impressive.
So that was that, and
What do you think it is? No, hang on.
no, I
What
don't.
do you
know.
think it is?
I really don't know.
Have you journaled this?
I haven't journaled it yet.
You need to journal it. So sit down and really think about it.
It needs to come out. Like, why do I feel the need to impress people with my English? Why is it important for them to know that I can speak English, even though I don't want to talk to them?
I think it's because also you are you run a podcast, so you're trying to also prove a point to people. Maybe that's kind of fed into your thinking.
Prove what point?
I'm speaking out my arse, so I have no idea.
Okay. fair enough. Sound like a good line of thought. There.
Tried.
You
Yeah.
tried. Okay, so there's that. And then, all right, here's another thing. You know somebody is from India.
When ...
They count in a certain way,
Acha.
right? So us growing up here, 10 fingers,
Boss.
you can count to 10. Ek ungli, one number.
Yeah.
ठीक है? But when they start doing the...
What are you doing for people that aren't watching?
So guys, you're if you look at your fingers, there's kind of like 3 segments to the fingers.
Yes,
and
there is.
people from India can count up to 30
Yeah.
on their fingers, and you
Yeah.
see him doing it. Like I'd forgotten that people do this, and then I was paying for something, and then the guy started doing it. And I was like, huh, pachi, and I was like, bro, how are you doing that, man? You got one hat, man. Like, how are you doing this magic? And the other giveaway is that they wear multiple rings. They're
Why is that a
obsessed-
giveaway?
They're obsessed with rings.
Oh, as if it's a giveaway. They're from India.
Ha, ha,
Okay.
ha, ha. Have you seen these rings? You know the rings you're on about? They're always like colored, and they'll be like, you know, this one I've been told to wear because it makes me less angry. And this
You
is
mean
for key.
I can go deeper if you want.
Go. By all means.
Remember that editor that we had? He
Yeah.
was really cocky and arrogant, and we had to sack him off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did he wear rings?
he was wearing about 20 in
I
that
didn't-
in
I-
that
I didn't
in
know
that
this.
call, and I
I
looked at
didn't
it and thought, okay, that's a bit overkill.
There you go. Point. I mean, look,
But
Your-
he's from Pakistan.
your crown. Yeah, Asia, India, Pakistan.
Oh,
Ki
okay,
gal hai.
fine. Yeah.
Where did Pakistan come from, man? India to aaya bas.
Oh, contentious subject. Yeah, sorry, go on. Partition singers in the house. Yeah. Go on.
You and your
Colonizer,
one crown
yeah.
ring,
Yeah.
right?
You thought I was bad.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And then I see all these multiple rings. I'm like, yo.
Are they all the same color at least?
No, they're all different.
Oh, that hurts.
So you
That
got
hurts.
green
That
and
hurts.
Blue and red and
No.
bunny key cushion gold. I'm like, bro,
No.
Kia, these knuckle dusters, like, what you doing?
Knuckle dusters.
Kia, like,
They probably are, you know. Oh my god, you figured it out. It's knuckle dusters when you leave an imprint in someone's face when you deck them.
potentially, but these don't look like hard guys.
Yeah, but they'd still leave a mark, though, innit?
Potentially. Right.
Hang on.
And, go on.
This.
Uh,
My mum counts the same way. She has ever since I was a kid, so I'm used to seeing it.
see, but your mom is a proper hybrid man. Like, she speaks a Queen's English,
Yeah.
but she knows.
Because she's from Leamington, that's why.
Leamington, mate. Leamington Spa.
Leamington Spa.
Yeah.
Spa.
But yeah, your mum's OG, man. She can do both.
Master of both.
You
Master of
saw
both.
that picture, their mum and dad at Harmandir Sahib.
Yeah.
So I feel like your mum goes to India, she's doing the Indian lingo.
Yeah.
But when she's here, obviously, running the pharmacy and running the
That's
empire,
it. Done.
then she's doing
She
that.
knows it.
She knows.
She knows both.
Wife of CSK. Enough said.
Happy days.
Enough said. Where is CSK? Where's Pradhan?
Where do you think he is?
Oh, running shit.
There you
Making
go.
deals.
That's it.
Big-handed deals. He just intimidates people. He just does this and he holds his hand up.
I spoke to him a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Actually,
Tell me how the
shit.
conversation went. Go.
This is a confession, right?
Hello.
Hello, in the vid. Huh? Hello, Dad.
Yeah.
Acha.
Anji.
Bali kitte hai? What?
Bully.
Bali kitte hai? I said, Dad, I'm in London. I don't know. He
Bully
said,
is Balkit. Is that your brother?
yeah. He
He
said,
calls him Bully.
yeah. He said,
Okay.
he isn't picking up the phone. I said, okay. He said, Acha, Galason. I was like, I'm in London, Dad. But okay. He said, so the meter, we have a backup generator at the house. It's using some amount of watts. No one's at the house at the moment.
Sorry.
Why is it using electricity? Someone left a light on?
How is he tracking this?
Huh?
His
He's
phone.
got an app, hasn't he?
He's got an app.
He's got an app and
You've
it
got
tells
a
him
generator in your
there's a
house.
backup generator that he's got installed. Because basically,
This is like India level stuff, man.
the reason why is because when
Yo.
you have solar power on the roof
Yes.
and you sell it back to the grid,
Yes.
you're selling it for a quarter of what you've made.
Correct.
So Dad's saying, I don't want to do that. I want to store it and then use it. That
Yeah.
way I'm getting maximum use out of it. I don't want to sell it back to the grid. I'm using
We
the
need to have a chat
electricity.
because we want to do this now as well.
He's done it, right? So he's done the whole thing and he's looking in India at what's being used in electricity because no one's at the house at this point.
Yes, but things that you leave on are still going to use fridges,
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But he's like, no. The wattage is too high today. So he said, has somebody
So
been
it's
to the house
spiking.
and left the light on?
I love this. This is the whole reason for the call.
That's the whole reason for the call. I said, Dad, I don't know. He said, okay.
But he didn't accuse you.
No.
So he thought it was
No,
bullying.
no. Here's what he said to me. He said, okay, you call Bully
Right.
and you tell him
tell him.
to go and look at the house
Now,
because I'm going to sleep.
he's basically saying, who is in my house switching on my light switch? This, you can't make this up, man. This is excellent.
That's it.
CSK.
Done.
Did you action it?
Huh?
Did you make the phone call to Bully?
You know what I did? I dropped a voice note in a conversation with me, my bubby, Bully, and Sanj. And I said,
Is this a university accepted nickname, by the way?
Bully.
Yeah.
Only Dad calls him it.
You don't call him.
No, I call him Bal.
Spelling it,
I call
yeah.
him Bal, yeah. So I did the voice note, right? And I
Dad said-
sent it. Sanj never checks his group because her phone is a mess on WhatsApp, right? She
Ooh, what?
responded. She never checks groups normally on WhatsApp because she's got so many messages going off.
That doesn't fit Sanj's profile.
No, it does. If I show you her phone
Yeah.
next time, I'll let you guess how many outstanding conversations she has to respond to. It's in
Is it the same with the emails?
double,
Or email
triple
box clean?
digits. I'll come to that. So yeah, she doesn't read that group much because normally it's just me, Bubby, and Bao just chatting, right?
Yeah.
She sends 3 laughing emojis because she listened to my voice note. And Bubby said, Indy, I don't get it. Why did Dad call you? He's in India, you're in London. What can you do? I said, get your attention, clearly. There you go. Done.
There you go.
He gamed the system.
Listen,
Now going back to Sanj.
1 second. You,
Huh?
my son, are the prick stick for the
Thank
family.
you. Thank you very much.
You,
Thank
tu सारे ने जोड़ देना.
Bus.
Dad can't get Bully.
That's it.
He gets you.
Bus.
You get Bully.
That's me.
बस ऐसे ही है.
Yeah.
तू सेवा वाला बंदा है तू.
Yeah.
सेवा करता तू.
What's even funnier is Mum messaged me the other day saying, Indavid. I said, yeah. She said, hi Indavid, are you at home? Can you check the mail? Mum, I'm in London. Oh, I thought you were back this weekend.
To
No,
check
I'm
the
in
light
London.
switch.
Huh?
But you are back now.
I am now, so I'm gonna go and check the mail when I get
Check
back.
the light switch is all okay.
Right, there you go.
This is brilliant.
That's it. So going on to Sanj
Sanji.
and her emails.
Right.
Ever since I dropped on the conversation here, saying, "Oh, remember how I decluttered my email box? I filed away old emails."
Yeah.
She spent the last week and a half going through her emails, and she's got it down to pretty much 0 now. And she's now
Prior to that though, it was.
prior to that, it was in like the thousands of unread emails.
Oh, Sanj, I'm not this is hurting my brain, man. You're supposed to be me, like my other lady version.
Yes.
How? We need to have a discussion. I need to understand. Maybe you're prioritizing something else over that. Maybe that's why. I just need to understand.
She used to just look at things and just look at it, say, yeah, fine, and then just leave it there. But she had loads of other emails, like promotional emails, etc., where she just wouldn't open and then just sitting there.
Oh, they need to be.
So what she was doing was
Yeah.
she was going from filtering from A. She filtered everything from like what's the name? The recipient. And she said, right, I'm going to filter that from the top to bottom. And then that way you get a batch of all from like, I don't know, A is Apple, B is whoever, etc. Right? And she was getting rid of emails in bulk that way and then clearing out her email box. That's how she did it. Okay. It took her a week and a half and she was doing it in her spare time. She said, this is really therapeutic for me and my OCD.
Fair play, man.
I understand.
I'm very aggressive because when you get spam and you get shit, right, the response, the knee-jerk response is what? Delete.
Yeah.
Doesn't stop it coming again. You need to block that contact.
No. You junk it. You junk it.
Unsubscribe, baby. But now I've got this thing that I saw Ali Abdal do where it doesn't even hit my box anymore. Anything that has the word unsubscribe in it, I don't even see anymore. And
why?
Because it doesn't come to my inbox. It goes straight to trash. I'm not missing
You're
anything.
missing out, bro.
I'm not missing anything.
You're missing out.
Everything I order, I get.
There are some newsletters that are out there that are outstanding.
What do you mean newsletters?
So I've signed up to a number of newsletters and that's how I understand things about our podcast or topics
stuff like that.
or
Yeah.
day-to-day movements in markets. Like I have those. I don't read them every single day. I read them when I get a chance.
There you go.
But some of them are really worth reading.
That's good. With regards to podcast, tera kam hai, so I don't get.
It's your काम as well, Paratha.
With the I bring the hype. मेरा काम मैं goat है.
That's your जरूरी काम.
मैं goat है.
Your जरूरी काम.
मैं goat है. I find the बंदे तू बंदे नु मैच करता.
किहड़े बंदे?
बंदे साडे.
किहड़े बंदे?
Editor.
अच्छा
वो मेरा काम है. मैं लाभदा.
That is your काम.
तेरा काम है जोड़न दा. Because you prick stick.
Thank you.
ठीक है.
Do you have any more confessions?
हाँ जी.
Okay, go on. Tell me.
Suit shopping in India.
Oh yes, the holy grail.
Holy good. Now, but the thing is, Shindy didn't go with the intention. This wasn't on her list.
She definitely did.
Probably did. Just didn't tell me.
She
But
definitely
it's one of those where I think she's getting really good now. She's like, tell him. Actually, no, don't even tell him.
Lie to him.
No,
Mislead him.
not even that. Let it happen, and then he'll see it. It's like that kind of level, right?
Let's see what?
Like, oh, we're looking at suits now. Like it just happens, right? And I'm like, oh, this hasn't
That's
been
spontaneous.
Yeah.
How convenient.
This hasn't been contrived. So we go suit shopping, right? And after a while, I just realized something really, really odd. I'm like, there are no women selling suits. There are no women modeling suits. There are just no women here.
Which suit shop were you at?
High-end suit shops.
Which one? Frontier.
No, Front is in Delhi. This is like in more Punjab, Chandigarh.
Right.
Right. Stuff for like my Masi will get stuff from mom and everyone, all this stuff, right? And so these are nice stores. And you go in, and it's just like, you just have bande. It's bande everywhere, right? And you've got the guy who's running the store. Then you got these like manjiyan, think I'm like big manjiyan, where these guys are sitting there as if they're doing kawali. You know what I mean? So they're sitting like cross-legged. They got like a whole group of bande men there.
Yeah.
Right? And then...
got the jar going.
Yeah. Oh my God. You sit down in hospitality. Sab, kya bhing hai?
Yeah.
Right? And so then Shindy's like looking at colors and stuff. And literally, you just glance at a suit. Oh
my God.
Everyone's beta, is style mein, gold. Is style mein, sky blue. Beta, come, show. Like this, right?
Was that you looking?
What?
Or was that her looking?
Looking. Oh, yeah. No, that'd be Shindy. Like, I don't even know.
Oh, if you're looking, they're like, we don't give a shit about you.
You know what? At some points, they start telling me about different styles, and I'm like, bro, Bana Mahani, I don't know what language you're talking. As in,
मैंने समझ नहीं आती.
No, I understand, but like they're talking about there's different ways you can wear trousers. So they have like
bell trousers,
I don't know,
straight leg slim trousers,
bootleg, lenga, fishtail.
Fishtail.
There's another one. There's so many, man. And I was just like, मैंने कुछ नहीं पता. पैसे मैं देने हैं. But I don't know anything about suits. Direct your energy.
Do you accept Amex?
Exactly. Yeah. मैं obvious points लेने. But it's just so funny. And the thing is, I was saying we had someone who works at the house there with us, and I was like, there's so much mess here, like literally, because they open hundreds of suits. Like you might buy like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Sare packet khol ke,
pack it open, whack it out. Look at this.
हाँ इसमें बेटा ले आओ. Like just everything from the store. Sare. And then if you want to try it on, so then they bring you onto the manji. So Shindy will take his shoes off, go into the manji, and there's a mirror there. And then 2 other boys come and they start pinning Shindy up. There's no women, right? So she's got this, because obviously the suit isn't made. The suit has to be made. So she's just a kapra. Then they start wrapping the kapra over, then they pin, and then they're holding it like this so you can have the feel of what chunni will look like. And yeah, constant, yeah, sleeve, yeah, shawl, and this, and this, and it's so camp. And I'm just like, what is this? Kya ho raha hai? And I just got to, and I asked multiple people, I was like, where are the women? Why are men selling this shit? It just makes no sense, man.
Do you know what cracks me up, right?
That's what I know.
I've seen people, my bubby, when she was getting married, she was getting married, obviously marrying Belle. She was in a WhatsApp group with all of us, and she was sending pictures of what the guys in India were doing, and they'd say, we like this color. So the guy would stand there, mug face, and he'd drape the suit over him, and he'd be like,
you know what I mean?
That's it, picture, ching, send it. What do you think? I'm like, I can't take my eyes off this guy who looks soulless right now. What's going on?
Yeah.
Right?
I just didn't understand, man. It was just a very weird environment. They're clearly very good at what they do. I've got to give them that. Like, they know this shit. Like, Shindy would, and the thing, you know what Shindy's like, man? She is so particular. So particular. So I was like, I'm here sitting like, you're going to tell them things.
Can I tell people how particular Shindy is? Yeah. See that sign in the background, which, by the way,
you can't see.
Thank you very, very much to Harvey Norjwani, Harvey Mandir. Yeah, he's been on the podcast twice. Fantastic guy,
legend.
For our 100th episode, he gave us this sign on Indian Doctor. Thank you so much, Harvey. We really appreciate it. We will try and put this up wherever we can. We have an easel for the ones in London that we're going to try and put up as well to have it in the background. So thank you for that. But Shindy's so particular, she wanted that to be perfectly symmetrical.
Right.
And this top thing has to be symmetrical as well. Nothing can be off center. That's how deep it goes.
This is my wife, right?
Yes. This is my wife. This is my life.
Here you go. And so the funny thing is, so she's very particular. She knows what she wants. But then I'm here as almost like her translator. She's like, I'm going to tell you this intricate, high-level, classified Pentagon file detail, Shindy,
right,
about what I want in the suit. Then you need to say that in a Punjabi.
Oh my God, you've got the worst responsibility possible.
And I'm like, you want me to take this kind of nuclear physics, atomic bomb equation and
yeah,
right? But this is what I'm going to say. To their credit, I kind of say it, kind of try and say it verbatim, right? And the guy would just get it. He's like, more karai, less karai. It's too simple. Kapra nahi theek. Okay, which color you like? And then he would just produce, and I don't know how he ran it. He's like the piper man. This guy was sitting there.
He's been through there for you. He knows.
He knows, man.
He knows, man.
Here's how I know he's been there a long time. He's sitting cross-legged and his leg doesn't go to sleep. This is like
the whole time.
The whole time, man.
Wow.
Doesn't even change position.
Wow.
I'm like, bro, like this is like lava times 10, man. You know, he's just there, doing it.
And he's sitting there. He's telling people, "You go there. You go there. You get that. You get that. Come here. Go there. Yep.
Oh, he's just running the show, and he like literally within half an hour, she had the suit that she wanted. I was like, "This is magic, man! Like this is, and this is how good India is, right? So, obviously, it needs to be made, right? But we're going back to England. He's like, "Yeah, I'll bring it to your house in 4 hours. I'll personally drive there and bring it to you." And the thing is, backstory, they know mom and nanny, and
that's why there's a lot of respect. That's not normal.
He came to the house and
Haja, you fed him.
He sat there, he saw the magazine with me on the cover. He's like, I'm really honored to be in your presence. I was like,
honored to be in whose presence?
My presence. He saw there's a magazine, the COVID magazine, where I'm in the front. You know the picture?
Oh my God.
Nanny's got.
Did you put that on the table?
I haven't.
Did she put that on the table, Janaka?
It's always there. It's there. It's like in her main room.
That's cute.
It's so funny.
That's really cute.
There's so much hyperbole, right? People in India think, I don't know, I maybe invented the vaccine for COVID.
They think that you run the NHS.
Yeah.
NHS, yeah.
Yeah, mera put.
Yeah, I set it up. Okay.
I single-handedly,
eradicated COVID. Yeah, I beat it. There is no COVID now. You don't wear masks because of me.
Okay. Number one. So yeah, that was the suit story.
That is unbelievable, Karan.
Unbelievable.
I can't get over how in depth they go with suits, man. But I've had really bad experiences with bad suits and stuff, and
from
Frontier
ladies,
and all these things, like having to run around and do shit for my sister for my brother's wedding. Just how bad Frontier are in general. They're just horrible people. And then if the suit's wrong, they ghost you. And then have I told you this story? So quick update, right? My Not even an update. Quick story. My sister, when she had her outfit made from Frontier for Bal's wedding, her little lenga she was having done.
Frontier London or Frontier India?
Frontier India. Came to England 3 weeks prior to the wedding or 4 weeks prior. Completely wrong. Everything was all wrong with the measurements. It was baggy. It was unbelievably shit, right? Mum's trying to call the guy from Frontier, no answer. Sister's trying to call, no answer, because they ghost numbers, right? So I had to get my mussy, my bubby's mum,
on that side
to call the guy because she was placing an order anyway, get him to meet up, and then we jumped him and did a sabotage and said, take the suit back. That's what you have to do. Nice. That's how in-depth it goes. And I'm thinking, you still go to this place despite the fact they're this bad customer service, and you still go. And the ball ache is, it's still cheaper to go to India and buy the suit and come back than it is to buy it here. Because when you go and look at places on Soho Road, I've been with Bubby, she said either it's incredibly overwhelming because there's too many suits in here, you can't see what's actually good because it's so glitzy, or it's overpriced and I can't see anything I like, which I just think it's kind of tough being a woman, mate.
Go back to our statement from our previous reel,
it's
which
kind
is
of tough,
like,
man.
You know, they have to have a new looks for each thing. Whereas me, like, look, I've got a family wedding coming up and I'm just like, I've got a few nice things from India, but it's just accessories, man. It's just like this, few new pagga, job done, mate.
Done.
Do you know what I mean? Saying that, I've actually bought a new suit, which you'll like, actually.
Modeling?
You'll see. I'm getting it tailored tomorrow.
Okay, sweet.
So...
tremendous. Just don't get cupped, yeah?
No cupping tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Next bit. So it's been a while since me and Karan have done I Have a Question, but I haven't seen this guy for a while, and a lot's happened in I Have a Question land. So those that are new to the segment, basically we write down questions that we've found out about each other. About each other? Fucking hell, that's weird. We've written down questions that we observe and we just want to talk about.
Basically.
And they're kind of like life questions that are just a little bit... Relatable. So let's jump into it. My first one is, do you want to just give me a quick synopsis? What is it again?
When did parties get so complex?
There you go. When did parties get so complex? That's the question. So remember back in the day, Karan, when our parties were, you go to like a food hall, not even a food hall, a school assembly hall, and it was all done, and you had the little paper on the table, and you had a packet of crisps, you had lemonade, and you had a little bowl of nuts.
Kaju.
And you had...
Kaju.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh no, it's... what's that thing called? Bombay mix. You had Bombay mix.
You had to put it in one hand.
Yeah, you have...
And then...
Yeah, straight up, you had the Bombay mix. And for kids...
In a wide collie.
For kids, you had balloons.
Yes, there were balloons.
And that's it. And you had some really, really bad DJ setup with like horrible speakers. And you had that little light thing that would twist and turn and do the little sporadic lighting in the air.
Hit you in the eye.
You're like, oh. That's it. There you go. Those were the days, right? When parties were simple, easy, quick.
Right. Pause. This is some good shit, actually. Taking back, man. This is the days of B21 and, Darshan and that used to be a banger. When you got to a party, what crisps would be on the table?
Always ready salted or cheese and onion.
Right. There are so many other flavors.
Yeah.
And I only when I got older.
Sometimes prawn cocktail.
Yeah, also something.
Sometimes prawn cocktail.
Then you're like, when you're a kid, I used to run around tables.
Nick him, bam.
I want the prawn cocktail.
I want the prawn cocktails.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what you do, right? And I think it's when you get older, you realize how a lot of these people who are getting these crisps probably got it from wholesale.
Yeah, they did.
You could specifically get big boxes of...
Because Dad used to have an offie, I used to know the big boxes he used to get.
Yeah.
And when I used to load the car for him, because he had back pain, I used to load the car. So I think, oh, okay, wicked. I'll just get the crisp ones and throw them in. Then you get the beer crates. You're like, oh, 20. Okay. Yeah, great. I got to pick all this up.
So yeah, but even if it was wholesale, they could have got other flavors. But for whatever reason, cheese and onion, bloody ready salted, like the most waste man flavors ever. But give them props. I
appreciate them now. Now I'm older, I appreciate them.
Give them props. It's always Walkers. I've never seen... Have you ever seen another brand of crisp?
No. It's always Walkers.
As long, like we're 31, 32 years old, that many years consistently been to parties.
But that's because Walkers, I don't know if they were even affordable. They were just iconic because they were from Leicester. I feel like everybody just loved Walkers above everything else.
No, again, the whole brand mentality is like top of the cheese, Lenny. Top of the cheese.
Oh, yeah. Okay? Like you're not going to go and get some cheap one.
You're not going to get like Aldi's own or Morrison's.
Do you think now that people are going to get M&S ones and put them on the table? I don't think so. Everyone's going to go get the Walkers.
I think, but if they're going to go the other way and like cheap out, they'll do the whole thing where you don't have the packing, you just put it in the bowl so you can't tell where it's from. They
I
could
do a
that.
taste test, to be honest, but yeah,
Taste tests, yeah.
that's me.
Which juice would there be?
Just
This is
juice.
Or
Or
Come on.
tropical.
Oh,
Tropical.
come on.
Huh?
Five Alive.
Oh,
Yeah,
Five
Five
Alive.
Alive.
Oh my days,
green
Five
packet,
Alive.
The Five Alive used
Oh,
to be
that was
the
sick,
one,
man.
man. I used to get so high on that shit, man. Five Alive.
What's mad, right, is that I talked to Sandra about this, and poor girl, she's diabetic, right?
Johnny, no
So she
sugar.
couldn't have any of these like really sugary drinks.
Barney B and the...
So she couldn't have it. So to her, she really missed out.
And this is before Diet Coke, man.
Yeah,
It used to
it's
be
way
full
before.
fat Coke, man. No one
Yeah.
would...
Yeah.
That's... I went to that, wedding where I didn't keep Shindy warm. That one, yeah?
Yeah.
On the pre-wedding,
They only
literally-
have full fat.
No. Somebody asked at a table, can we have Diet Coke? They're like, yeah. Like, it's a thing now. Like, people cater for those
Yeah.
kind of, everything's
Yeah.
catered for. Where back then, the other thing in the Walker packets used to be those Tazo cards, remember? The things
ones?
The Tazo cards you'd look for.
Oh.
One of those bad boys. You'd empty the packet and look for those things, man.
What,
Yeah. The things you connect them, there's little like disc things.
and what were they for though?
I can't remember. I don't know what you did with them.
I remember I collected loads.
You collect them. I don't think you could do anything with them. Maybe
Yeah.
you can, I can't remember. But yeah, I remember those.
That was
And
great.
yeah, the it was paper thin. That banqueting roll that you're on about, that white one.
Yeah, the
Was
white
like
one.
Literally,
One brick.
you touch it and it rips.
Yeah. Just
That's the
because
level.
those tables were like the cheapest battered tables,
Rectangular.
like yeah,
Rectangular.
or circular.
Oh, I didn't go to many. Back in the day, you used to sit in a long line.
No, I used to see the circular ones. They were like
Okay.
living life a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
But this is what I'm saying, man. Parties back then were easy, simple, not too costly.
Right.
Now it's less about that. It's more about the big, lavish stuff.
The decor.
And I just wanted to go back.
Centerpieces.
I wanted to go back to simpler times where things just weren't overly complex when it came to weddings or parties. It's nice and refreshing. It makes me feel like a kid again. And I want other kids to have like just natural fun, not glued to an iPad or feel like they're really secluded or some shit. Like just get involved and just run around a little bit and just play.
That was the only thing we did, man. Literally.
play.
I
Go
was
and
the
play.
guy. I was the guy. If I'm going to a party, almost like a kid, drug dealer type thing, I would bring the tennis ball. That was my job.
Oh, you had the tennis ball.
I was the guy, man. And I'm like, we could play cricket, we could play football, we could play catch. Like it was so versatile.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you just the thing when we grew up, you could go to a party, not know anyone.
But you make a friend.
Multiple, you can make random friends.
Yeah.
Have a full time and then it's time to go home. Or it's time to eat roti or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just like you could look at the confidence we had.
It's true.
And now
I feel like that builds character as well as in a kid. It makes the kid want to go and do these things.
and mix and like you said, yeah. I mean if it was a party in the summer, man, we'd be outside and it's not the parents didn't care. But they almost didn't care.
Yeah.
It's not like they were like
It felt like it.
"Katendo." It's not like they were Apple AirTagging you. You were just doing whatever you
Apple
did.
air tagging. Fucking
Right?
hell.
Like you would just
They
do
were just
whatever.
like, you're in the vicinity.
Here you go.
They were worried about you getting kidnapped. Yeah. You were just
Simplify.
messing around with other boys and girls your age. That's it.
Simpler
The
times.
best one was when you had a balloon and you try and play like volleyball with it, but you had an invisible line. You're like, it can't go over there.
It was-
Can't go over that
It
line.
wasn't even volleyball. It was keep it up. That
Yeah,
was the
keep
game.
it up, keep it up.
Keep the balloon up.
Yeah.
And I remember like you'd play with someone and you'd be like, oh, okay, what I'm going to do is right. I'm going to be nice. No, bang,
Bang!
spike it. Yeah.
And they're like, ooh.
Oh, you got that one, did you?
Okay.
Oh, you saved it, did you?
Yeah.
Saved it from touching the floor. Then you do a rally and see how long you can keep it up when you can't remember.
Okay.
You're all
See,
playing the same games.
great
Simple.
times,
That
man.
was a great game.
But what I'm saying is, I don't feel like kids have that anymore, and I don't feel like we have that. I hope that our kids want that back. They want simplicity. They're not going to want more and more lavish shit because it's just getting out of control. Wedding parties are getting way too big,
Are
and
you
it's
talking
losing its
about-
simplicity and meaning.
See, when I read the thing on there, and you
Yeah,
mentioned wedding parties.
Yeah.
Whatever reason, my mind went to pre-wedding party. Are you talking reception? Are you talking?
I'm just talking any party for
general.
anything, like Daya's 50th.
Even the
random parties, not even wedding parties, just random parties. Just
Yeah,
keep them
yeah,
nice and simple.
Yeah.
Because it's more about the people that come along and you get to mingle with them
I'll tell
again
you
and
what. There's
stuff.
one thing actually I think I'm going towards now. I attended somebody's. It was a birthday party, young child's birthday party, just before lockdown, right? And it was in a hall, catered, like we said, had a DJ, but for whatever reason, nobody danced the whole night.
Oh,
Right? And actually, it was a really great night because everybody just mixed, went from table to table. We hadn't seen people in a while. Lockdown was just about to come, whatever. We didn't know that. Did we know? We probably didn't know that was coming. And we just spoke. And I thought, you know what? This has been a really nice reason just to catch up with people properly. That outside of this now, because everyone's so busy, that you don't do. And I think it'd be a nice thing that if we have parties in the future, it doesn't necessarily have to be the whole, like you said, DJ setup. Let's go crazy. Like that is nice. Like I like having a good dance sometimes, right? And there's a place for that. But just getting together and just catching up,
Yeah.
that's nice. And that can just be in a restaurant as well. It doesn't have to be in that, or doing an activity, whatever. But I agree with you, man. Now it's very much about who did you decor, how big are the centerpieces.
Exactly.
Are you using Shiravari chairs? Shiravari chairs now,
Shira what?
you know what they are because you've seen them.
Oh, the really plastic durable chairs.
The lime wash white are the classic ones everyone uses. Like
Yeah.
they have a little padded seat.
Yeah.
Right.
But
That's
the
standard
chair
now.
is durable as hell because it's made of plastic.
Yeah.
And it's that really heavy duty plastic where you can jump on it and it won't break.
But it looks more premium than
Yeah,
the
it does,
standard
it does.
kind of
Yeah,
red
yeah.
chair that everybody has in their
The red
market.
chairs are great.
Right, the red chairs, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but
The
everyone's
red
like,
and
no,
gold chairs.
we
The red
can't
and
have
gold
that
chairs.
anymore. It has to be
They were red and gold. Remember?
red and gold. Red and gold. But that looks cheap now. And people are
Yeah.
like, we don't want to have that. We don't want our look to be like that.
Yeah.
So now it's Shiravari chairs. It's tablecloths. It's centerpieces. It's what's your top table going to look like.
Yeah.
There's a lot, man. And, having been through my wedding, Meher's wedding, close weddings, this shit costs money, man.
Costs.
It costs,
time.
man. I understand the reason why there is a movement for people to have smaller receptions or not have receptions at all,
I agree.
right? They're like, we're going to take that capital, we're going to put a deposit in a house, we're going to build a life, we're going to go on holiday, whatever they want to do. I'm like, do you know what? And again, it's so interesting because if I think about it initially, I'm like, oh, you almost expect a party. We got to that point where there was expectation from us, the guests, that why are you not throwing a party? And I'm like, actually, that's completely wrong, man. Like it's their kushi. We're there to celebrate the couple. The Nanda Carriage is the wedding, if it's a Sikh wedding. And after that, it's up to the couple what they want to do.
That's a refreshing take. I don't think many people will abide by it.
At the moment, I think we're at the start of that movement now.
I think we can try and start the movement, but come wedding season, everyone's going to get chuck and just go wild. So let's just see. But that is a refreshing take to have. I'm glad people were thinking in that way, even if it's just me and you, and we're just going to snip it up and put it on TikTok or whatever. But I'm hoping that people do simplify things down and just think about themselves for the future, because house stuff is expensive. Getting on the property ladder is hard. Do you really want to blow it on a party, or do you want to blow it on something that's going to bring you back return on investment in the future, considering houses are being built less frequently and prices of them are going up exponentially? So you really need to be careful and just think, is that really going to provide me as much happiness as I think it will in the long term? It might do on the day. You might get some great pictures. You might get some really cool memories, but you'll get great pictures, good memories, etc. in a house. That's my thought process anyway.
Yeah, ultimately it's down to the couple.
Yeah, man, it's down to the couple. Whatever you want to do is up to you.
Don't live in
It's
regret.
your cushy in it, yeah?
Yeah. I definitely think, the only way people are going to be funding these things going forward is either, parents you have kids, they're born, and you start basically a savings account for that reason.
Straight up.
It's probably going to be for university as well,
Yeah.
for that kharcha.
Yeah.
Or, and this, I'd say,
Or you take a loan out, bro.
loan is fine. Yeah. But I'd say
No, it
definitely...
isn't fine. It isn't fine.
Why is it not fine?
A big ass loan to cover a wedding. I feel like that's what people in India used to do to cover a normal wedding. Why have we come from India to England to now live in a society where we're getting paid more, but we're still doing the same kind of behavioral patterns?
Because they can't afford it.
But that's the thing. Live within your means, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but that's a whole different discussion. Then this is about party karni hai. You can't not do it.
Yeah.
However you fund it, but my point there was going to be the couple getting married. When you start working,
Yeah.
if you're not getting married straight away, then you should be trying to put something towards the wedding, from your own
Yeah, if
pocket.
you can. Yeah.
Or be thinking about, financing your house or whatever it might be afterwards. I think that's a conversation to be had later.
I'm really interested in seeing how things play out in the future for how weddings look. I think we're at a bit of a crossroads post-COVID.
Like, for example,
Because people are trying to get their big wedding that they always wanted fair, but I feel like other people are going to start pulling the other way and just go
I
simple.
got 5 weddings this year, 2 of which I know. 3 are family weddings. 1 is big out, like party. The other 2 family weddings, there's no receptions.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
Yeah.
It's all good. So yeah.
Sorted.
Right.
I've covered my topic for a while, so we'll save my other one for next week. You go.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on the plane,
I am on the plane.
back on the Jahaj. Take taken off. Now, I typically, if I'm not sitting in premium economy, right, then the minimum I want in economy is exit receipt. Minimum.
Minimum.
Now,
How do you guarantee that?
you pay for it. It's really that simple.
Really?
Yeah, you can buy exit receipts.
I thought it's just a free for all as soon as you get the online check-in.
Yeah, it's free then, or you can pay for it before, and you definitely have it.
You can pay for it as soon as you buy the ticket?
Yeah.
How? I've never seen that available.
Just log in. It depends how you do it. So, for example, so we went with BA, right? Because we bought through BA. If you buy direct, this is not through a travel agent or through a third party, then you just log in.
Then you can do it.
and
Okay,
buy it.
fine.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Because I just don't like being cramped. Now, me and Shindy fell out over this.
What happened?
Yeah, this isn't actually part of the story, but I'll tell you anyway. On the way back,
These are the best stories, by the way.
2 exit row seats.
These are the best stories, by
Two
the way.
exit row seats, right?
Yeah.
So I paid for the seat. Just bear that in mind. She doesn't sit there and goes and sits in another non-exit row seat.
Why?
So,
Were you snoring?
huh?
Were you snoring?
No. Remember, this is on the way back. It's in the day. We're watching films, but
Gotcha.
exit row seats. The thing comes from the bottom, and the food tray's here.
Yeah, it's perfect.
But what it means is, and Shindy's, look, her coat touched you and she got touchy, okay? It's the same person, right? So the seats are slightly narrower. And she's,
Ever so slightly.
right, so that's number one. Number two is you can't have a bag anywhere. There's like this no zone. Everything has to be up. Whereas if you have a normal seat,
That's
you
true.
can
You can put it in front,
Right.
but there's nowhere to stretch your legs.
listen. And then the third, and then she's like, this is like a confession, isn't it? The thing that comes out, the screen, is
Yeah.
here, whereas I want it here. And because she's a bit shorter, she likes the seat in front of her because she can put her leg there. So,
Oh wow, that's very
we got to the
big
point,
requirements.
and this, I actually, when we got to check-in, I was about to pay for an upgrade. I was like, let's just do it, man. And she's like, no. I'm like, okay. And then we came to the conclusion, next time we fly, she's like, you sit wherever you want to sit on the plane.
Wow.
And I will sit. And I said, that's fair, man. I actually don't mind that. I was like, as long as you're cool with it. If I'm in a different cabin.
Fucking hell, 5 years
Yeah.
in, and this is what it's like, man.
Yeah, but this wasn't like, this was really pleasant the way we had this conversation. It was like, you like to do your things when you're on a plane, I like to do my things on a plane. I can't remember why I started talking about this.
No, but hang on. So you fell out because
No,
she
we didn't fall
didn't
out.
sit in the seat.
We didn't fall out though.
You said you fell out,
No, it's actually moved.
but you said you fell out with her.
Yeah, that was exaggeration. We were all
Gotcha,
very pleasant. Like,
gotcha.
she went and sat there. So there were 3 seats like here, the one below behind exit row, because it wasn't a full flight. And so she was there the whole flight, and I was here, and I had an extra thing, which is really nice because then food came around, and I decanted from my main seat to the side seat. There was another person there, but they weren't using it. And I have all my items here, and it's really good. I had my coffee, my juice, and it's just had a little office. Had an office set up here. It was like the side
Desk.
bit, the desk.
Side
You know
desk.
that bit? Yeah. So I had that. And I was just like, wow, I could actually do some podcasts. I'm like, I'm here if I wanted to.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
No, bastard.
Well, no, I did this. I sat there and did all my voice notes. It was like content.
Yeah.
And anyway, that wasn't the main point. The main point, but the question for you was, I have a question. There's a button that allows your seat to go backwards.
Yes, reclining.
Right. How early into the flight do you do that? And
As
how
soon as
far
you're in
do
the
you go
air.
back?
As soon as you're in the air, bam, all the way.
All the way meaning?
Far back as it will go.
Is that not rude?
No,
Because?
everyone does it. It's not rude when everyone does it. The only thing that is asked of you is when you eat, you lift your seat up. That's it. That's what they ask of you, unless you're asleep. But they ask you to lift your seat up when the person's eating,
Right.
so that you can use the tray and have suitable space, so it's not fully cramping your
and
ability
obviously
to
when
cut
you're landing
food.
or whatever.
Right,
That's
and landing. That's it.
So
But as soon as you're in the air, bam. Let's go.
do you do that?
I do it if I'm going to sleep personally.
Yeah.
I
And
kind of
if
keep it
you're-
upright. But if the person in front of me's done it, then it's a chain effect, bruv. I'm going backwards.
Right.
That's
So this is
it.
my point. So see, I'm a bit like I think it's really rude.
Hmm.
I don't know why. I just feel like, and if I do it, like Shindy will have to prompt me to do it, and I'll go back the smallest amount, and I'm like, and the thing is, when I'm on exit road, then I feel doubly bad because I'm like, there's no one impacting me, but I'm impacting you. Now, luckily on the way back, there's no one behind me anyway.
So what I would do is I would look and see if they've reclined.
Oh, stand up. Oh, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
Why haven't you thought about this?
No, I just don't do it. So that's
I'd
why
do
I
the
don't
reverse.
it.
I'd stand up. I'd go for a walk. I'd look if they reclined. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Here you go.
Bam in your face.
That's allowed. That's allowed.
So
I like
this
that.
is the consequence of you being greedy. That's what I would do. I'd frame it like that in my head.
Oh, that's really
But
good.
this is the consequence of you being greedy. You thought you had space, yeah? I paid for space. Me. I paid for it, not you.
Good point. That's a very good point. Well, that's answered my question. That's really good. And then the other one was, all right, when the plane lands.
Huh.
So you're on a plane, you're with Sanj. Tiga? Now, I think on one of the flights, I can't remember which one of the internal flights is, our bags weren't directly located above us. So we were sat at the front, but the bag was slightly below. These kutte, man, it's... What I realized, what happened is, I remember the flight now. We were boarding from Chandigarh, Delhi to Chandigarh, right? And we got premium economy, we were priority boarding. Whatever reason, I think Shindy got to the bathroom, so we missed. Economy people still hadn't gone in, or maybe a few started going in.
Yeah.
What people were doing is, they were walking onto the plane from the front. There's only one entrance to the plane. There's no back, rear entry, boarding, whatever. Irrespective of where they were sitting, they were just throwing the saman in the business samana holder in the premium economy. So by the time we got there,
there's no space for anything.
I was like, doesn't make any sense. I was like, this, where we're sitting, cabin isn't full.
Yeah.
Whose saman is this?
Yeah.
It was only at the end of the flight when I realized it's people, they're walking from the back of the plane, walking up, and then just collect their bag and then they walk off. It's just really rude.
Why would they do that?
It's good, man.
Just put it at the back.
Put it at the back. Where you sitting? Anyway.
Do you not need to access your luggage at all? That's what I would think.
It's 40-minute flight.
Oh, shit.
It's that one, isn't it? Yeah. So the plane lands. Seatbelt sign is still on. You're still taxiing to the thing, right? So
People start standing up immediately in it.
no, but what's your strategy?
There isn't a strategy.
What's the strategy? It's obviously a strategy. Everyone wants to get off the plane.
And you think you're going to get off quicker?
Yeah. I know, are you a person that's like, Ram, not everybody go, then I get up? Or what's
Dependent on factors, isn't it? If I've got a connecting flight.
No connecting flight.
If there's a connecting flight. If there is,
go on.
get the fuck out my way. Right. I'm like, I will boot you. Get out
do you
my
go
way.
into that kind of London grocery person?
Yeah, straight up, man. I'll stand up. I'll assert my authority. I'll get in the lane, and I'll be like, Sanj, get here now. Walk. I will hold up the whole fucking plane.
That's it. You do
I'm
that.
like, yeah, I'll hold up. Sanj, go, right?
Yeah.
Or as soon as we stand up, I'll be like, right, bags ready, everything ready, put it on, let's go.
Right.
We're walking.
So you
no fiddling.
Open the thing.
Bam.
Bag down onto the
See,
seat.
I'm smart. I never put something up there. I always put it under the seat. I always put it under the seat so it's ready. So I don't have to worry about people messing around and stealing my shit.
With backpacks then?
Sit down.
Again, you've not mentioned it.
Backpack thing.
So we have a backpack. We have checked in luggage, but we also have to take a little ditchy.
Just in case things get lost.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I understand it, but it's annoying. I have to do it because Shindy.
Just in case, yeah.
Well, not because in case, because Shindy.
Okay, but if I'm not in a rush, just sit and let it be, man.
Sure. Okay.
What's the worst? Okay, fine. I might stand up and stretch my legs, but I'm probably going to sit back down again because it's not going to move anytime soon. No one's moving out fast.
That's the funny thing, isn't it? Everyone stands up, proper congested, back to back.
Yeah,
and there's no movement.
No.
But the bit just before that, everyone's got their hands on the seatbelts.
Ready, right? Because they just want to unlock.
Like you're about to duel, right? And you're just there, and as soon as you see the, boom, everyone stands up. Yeah,
you can hear all the adjustments to seatbelts come off straight away.
Yeah. I do the same thing as you because Shindy's normally inside, and I'm normally aisle seat. So I will jump up and I'll own the aisle. Doors open, bang, down.
Yeah.
And then it's like Shindy out.
Yeah.
And then at this point, I've got multiple teaching. I'm just carrying everything. I'm like, just get up, go. And then you run to immigration, you get stuck in line anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. But it's always really funny.
It is. Really it's mad how people think that they're going to get out quicker, but the difference is very marginal. Okay. If you're getting out of the airport, it's marginal. If you're connecting, it's different because you don't go through immigration, you just connect straight. Anyway, go on. Next one.
In India,
there
are a lot of people.
There are many people.
1 point something billion.
Huh?
Now, I saw a high proportion of men, bande, doing kaj, scratch, downstairs.
Acha, just casually all day.
Casually. Eye contact.
Herpes.
Eye contact.
Herpes.
I don't know the reason. Maybe it's just, it wasn't even hot, but for every reason, kaj, okay? We're not going to...
And that's why they need today's sponsor, Manscaped.
Hanji.
Sorry, carry on.
So then it just made me think, we had the one about how do you tell somebody the zippers open, right? Mm-hmm. What is the correct PC way to do kaj in public?
So what you do is either when you're sitting down, you sit down and you adjust your bend, but as you adjust your bend, you adjust your bend at the same time.
You want to do a demo? Yeah.
Because I'm pulling down my trousers,
this one, huh?
but I know the area where it's riding up, and I'll pull that down as well at the same time.
And you give a little kurk.
Little like
Kurk.
That's it.
Yeah. And you get it out.
That's it. See, all of a sudden I'm wedging myself. Double. See, got the technique on lock. But
You've clearly done this a lot.
Yeah, I have clearly, because naturally you wear tight fitted jeans and stuff, and you have boxers that ride up. You got to do it often. The struggle's real.
Do you ever turn around and do it, or if you're standing, or you ever like face the corner and do it?
Or just turn around. Let me just adjust myself.
You ever been to a bathroom to do it?
No,
You know what
that's
funny
effort,
about,
man.
You see, this is how they think. We're like, I'm not gonna go to the bathroom and do it.
No,
I'm just gonna
fuck
do it in
that.
front of everyone.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
man.
work out a way that I can just stand here, keep talking to you, have a
Exactly.
look, and carry on.
Okay? Everyone understands that something is clearly out of position there. We need to adjust it. Just let us do the adjustment. It's 2 seconds. All right.
Yeah, it's normally the pull down, isn't it?
Easy.
The pull down is most of
The
the
pull down. When you got cars, that's different.
So what do you do when you have
If you got cars, you got to go to the bathroom then.
Yeah, but these
You
dudes,
can't just sit there and do the fucking raw dog.
dudes,
You can't just do the whole like.
Galson. This dude is there playing the guitar, man. and then like the sitar is like, and I was like, bro, it's like, and then why are you looking at me? And do your business, but don't look at me, man. So I'm there, I'm just looking away. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what to look now. This is just weird, man.
I feel like they want you to look at them.
Bye. I don't know, man. It's just weird. Right.
What do you think is the right way?
No, I'm with you. It's
Okay.
it's the pull down.
Okay, good.
It's the pull down.
That makes me happy to know.
Yeah. But if you need a more intrusive card, bathroom.
Yes,
Bathroom.
100%.
Bathroom, okay. All right. This is a big question. Okay.
Should I,
Big question, guys. You
is
ready?
it a big question?
This
Do I need to do the camera? It's a big question.
No, you don't see the camera. But the reels are gonna love this.
That's millionaire.
So
By the way, have you noticed that I say that a lot now because of
I know.
every time that we
I
edit
know.
reels
I know.
and put them out, I pick up on your Punjabi and I use it.
I know.
If anything, you're teaching me Punjabi.
And
Okay.
Sanjay's teaching you as well.
Thank you.
Rabbit.
Gosh.
That's it, because you're the rabbit.
Thank you.
You're the
I
rabbit.
am.
Okay. You're not Babbar Sher.
Babbar Sher.
You're the rabbit. Okay.
Magarmach.
Magarmach. Oh my god. Right. Paratha.
Oh, fucking hell. We're back on this conversation.
Big topic.
Okay.
We've not discussed this angle though. Doing cards now, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm
Card
putting my
only?
tissue while in my pocket. Bye.
Oh, right. Card laughing. It looks like you're scratching your ass.
No.
And you're smiling at me while you do it.
Maybe I'm doing both at the same
Maybe
time.
you are. Right. So, you can pick Paratha of choice for this discussion.
Okay.
So, pick a Paratha.
Allo, allo.
Aloo wale, ठीक है, बढ़िया. Now, the Paratha comes. It's warm. Mum's just made it.
Yes.
Number one. ठीक है, you're on the table.
Yes.
Dahin's there if you have dahin.
Yes.
Here is butter or makhan.
Yeah.
Yeah, butter or makhan?
Butter.
Right, ठीक है.
What do you say, mukkan?
Makhan.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same.
What's the difference?
Butter is produced. Makhan is the pure, straight,
Oh, ghee.
unfiltered. Not ghee. Ghee is something completely different. It's fine. We won't go into this now.
No, I need to go into this now.
No, because
No.
I don't know the technicalities, but they're different. Makhan is that pure white thing. Butter is the yellow.
Oh, the white thing. Okay, fine. I
Oh.
understand now. Yeah, sorry. No. I never have
Yeah,
mukkan. That's too pure.
Yeah. So I had some this time. When
I
we were in
have
India.
the anchor butter.
Yeah, what the? I'm talking about in India though. Makhan
Oh, in
was
India.
other
Oh,
thing.
okay, that's different.
But you still butter. Anyway, paratha comes. Now, you know you're going to have more than one paratha. First question. Do you have a square, let's say a butter, per paratha? Or do you have a block of butter for all your paratha?
You have one block per paratha.
The paratha comes. Tell me what you do with the butter.
Spread it on immediately so that it melts in perfectly with the warmth of the temperature.
Because
so
when you let it
melts.
drop, it just sizzles. Well, not sizzles, but it just does it.
No, I don't
rub it
do
around?
that. I don't do that. I rub it around. I take the edge off and I rub it in.
The edge of what?
I take the edge of my paratha off.
You don't want to touch the butter with your finger to do rubbing.
No.
Oh, you're not one of these guys.
I'll do
Too
the
much
rub.
OCD.
I'll do the rub,
But with the buffer is the paratha.
and then I'll dip that, eat that, which is super high butter, and the rest of it's
Oh, that little end piece.
yeah.
Right. Here's the thing though now. This is one of the things
If you do that in any other way, then please comment and tell me why, and tell me your rationale thoughts of being a psychopath. Thank you.
Here you go. Morning girl. So sometimes though I have found if you put too much butter on,
Yes.
right, and you fold the paratha in half,
Yes.
from one of the end or both the ends, you get this drip.
Yeah.
This ooze.
Yes.
To me, that is revolting.
Yeah, I can't touch that.
I can't look
touch
at it. I'm like, oh,
I
what
can't
is it?
touch
It's
it.
like malayan cha,
Yeah.
right? And like it comes out, and it's you're just looking and you're like, this is going in my artery. That's literally what I think. And I'm just like, oh, and that's when the butter's too much.
Yeah.
So my question was, what's the optimal amount of butter? But also what I do, see, you do that technique where you've got it per paratha. What I do is 2 paratha come together, I'll sandwich it in between, and then just do the rub.
Oh, so you'll apply it all on one, and then you'll get the second one and lather that up as well.
Yeah.
That way you spread out your butter risk across both.
Yeah.
I think that's very smart.
Yeah, that's very smart.
That's intelligent. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you, but you should do that more.
So we're pretty agreed on this one. So we did the same technique for that, and we don't like the drip.
I don't like the drip, but I don't let it come to the drip. I never do the fold over on purpose because I don't want the drip.
Have you tried the fold over, by the way? Remember we talked about that? A different thing
Yeah.
about the fold over roti. What was the reason for that?
It was
Rationing.
like, do you have it full or do you have it half to eat more?
Rationing, yeah, that was the reason why.
That was the reason.
Yeah. Have you tried it since?
I don't
Have
eat
you
roti
had
very
roti
often, bro.
You had gobi on your birthday, didn't you?
I didn't have it. Everyone
didn't
else
have
had it. I didn't have it.
Just such a bad.
Many colours.
That segment you did, I'm such a great husband. You're a bad husband, man.
I'm a fantastic husband.
Teri wife ne teri gobi banai.
The gobi wasn't for me. Let's not get it twisted. If the gobi was for me,
Was it on your birthday, yes or no? Answer the question. On your birthday, you eat what's given to you.
Karan, if the gobi was for me, we wouldn't have gone out and eaten that evening. Okay, we wouldn't have. I would have sat at home and eaten the gobi if it was really for me.
That's what you should have said.
If it was really for me.
This is why Sanjay's seeing Beyonce on her own. She's like, you don't appreciate my gobi. I will go and see Beyonce on my own. Tu kar baith ke gobi khai.
You don't understand the concept of doing segments in different orders, do you?
Not at all.
No, because you completely fucked this up now. haven't you?
My karta.
You completely fucked this
I
up.
don't think like that. My
For
brain.
people who don't understand,
Hanji.
actually no, you didn't. You done it in the right order.
I tell you, testing karta. So that is that.
Bas, ho gaya?
Ho gaya.
Kush, everything happy? No more India stories?
Very happy.
Very good. I'm proud. I'm happy you're back in one piece. That's the biggest thing that's important to me.
Okay.
I am. I'm very happy you come back okay. Because normally people come back and they have like a really bad illness on the flight, or they have a rough flight back, or they've had a bad experience. So yeah, it's good to know you come back in one piece. I'm very happy.
Doing good job, man. Podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you for the guys. Guys, thanks for subscribing on YouTube. A lot of you are now coming through on YouTube. Excellent. Keep enjoying, keep reaching out, keep commenting. We feed off what you give us. So give us things to talk about. Get angry at us, get happy at us, and do whatever, man. But
exactly, man.
Subscribe. Okay.
Hit that sub.
And then we can do it full time.
Easy, light work.
Good though.
You tell me, man. You've had a very eventful life the last few weeks. I haven't.
So as you guys know, I was in India. So I can reveal now. I don't know if I revealed it before, but I went there to celebrate my nanny's birthday. She turned 80 years old.
You didn't reveal that at all.
I didn't.
Excellent. It wasn't a key piece of information, but okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's relevant now because I can, come back.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was a semi-surprise visit. We had to tell Nanny eventually so she could get the stuff ready. But it's brilliant, man. Like, I've been in India now since pre-corona, and now that we're adults and we don't have to go in school time,
Yeah.
right? It means, because growing up, I've been to India about, 29, 30 times. And majority of that was spent in July. Now, July in India it's like unbearable. Man.
Boiling.
It's like death, man. It's like being on the equator.
Yeah.
It's air conditioning. You run from air conditioning to air conditioning. But now I went there and it's like 20 degrees, t-shirt weather, kacha weather. Air conditioning's obviously not on. But here's a game changer.
There we go.
There's no machar.
Game changer thing.
Goat.
You can't see it. Your daddy's covering it. That's
Doesn't
the funny
matter.
thing.
What does the top say, India?
I don't know, Karan. What does the top say? No one can see it.
What does it say? Dasde. Dasde.
GOAT.
The greatest of all time from Urban Techcast. Check it out, guys. They do ship to the UK. Really, really cool store. Found in Chandigarh, Elante Mall. Anyway, no machar. Flies cannot exist.
Why can't they exist? Because it's not hot enough.
Yeah.
Cha.
And I was like, it's brilliant. Only towards the last 1-2 days, I was sitting at Fatehgarh Sahib and we did Matha taking me sitting down. Just closed my eyes, doing a bit of Simran, and I felt a machar on my hand. I was like, oh, they're here.
Hello, darkness, my old
They're
friend.
here. Yes. I was like, yeah, they're here.
I've come to talk with you again.
Time to go back to UK.
Yeah.
But no, it's awesome, man. Spent some really quality time with Nani, with my mama, Masi, Masur. Masi's Munda Param, my cousin. He was there for the whole trip. So he stayed with us 24/7. It's a big shout out to Param. We had a load of fun, man. Played a lot of table tennis. Got to visit a lot of Gurdwara. and just spend good quality time. Loads of food, excellent food, just excellent food. The only thing, again, because it's not the season, no amber, no mango season.
When is amber season? Mango season?
Like May onwards.
May.
Yeah, and actually, what I used to, so when I used to get them when we used to go in July and August, but that's only because, again, it's not the season, but Nani used to get them, freeze them.
Oh, wow.
Because she knew we were coming.
She really loved you. Jeez.
Yeah. I mean,
space in the freezer, that's a big commodity to give away.
Well, more than one freezer now. You got dedicated amber freezer. Yeah, it's just been a few years since I've had proper India the amber. And I'm quite notorious, man. Like, I'll drop stuff on myself when I'm younger. So
of course you will.
Literally, they're like, if you're having amber, you sit there in a banana, chamcha, kacha, and now you can have your amber.
Lovely.
So yeah, India was fantastic, man. It's good to be back. First, I came back, went to hospital the next day. So I had like a late shift though. Man, I felt groggy, man. Like I had a full good sleep, but I was working and I
jet lag takes a good week to get over, mate.
Yeah, but was it jet lag? That's the thing I was trying to work out. I was like, it was a day flight, day to day. So I didn't sleep on the plane, like, because it was, like I said,
light.
Day flight. Yeah, it was light. And it felt like a normal working day. It was like a 9 to 5 shift. And then
2 o'clock hit and you were like,
oh, I was so dissociated. Like I didn't feel, I thought I was not part of my body. I was like, I was there, but I wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I was just really groggy, man. But now I feel back in the swing of things. Nice. And do you know the great thing now is, I don't know if you felt this, but like the other day, so there's a big window here. I don't know if the guys on camera can see it.
Yeah.
But the sun comes in the morning. And it's been doing it for the last few days. And oh my God, does it make me feel happy? I'm like, oh yes.
Why does it make you feel happy?
The winter is gone. The spring is
coming.
No. The summer is coming. I get so happy.
I don't know how you live and sleep with these lack of blackout blinds. It's so bad for you.
So, Ratnu, it's pitch black. You can't see anything.
Yes, I know. But I'm saying first thing in the morning now, because light is happening earlier and earlier in the day. How do you sleep past like 6:30
we don't need to when I go to work
the
anyway.
summer? On the weekend?
No, to be honest, even on a weekend, not past 8 o'clock, man.
I said 6:30 because that's when sun rises.
No, we'll stay out. It's fine. It doesn't affect it. Well, we're completely used to it now.
Oh, I can't do that.
No
can't
issue.
do it.
But from the other side, the Huburman side, it's a good thing. One of the things he talks about in the first
Pitch
90 minutes.
black.
No, but the other side, what's it? Get exposure to sunlight.
Yeah, get exposure to sunlight's fine, but I'm saying you need pitch black, Sondra.
Ratnu, I only need Ratnu. Swernu, it's fine. But if I'm going to work and I wake up and my eyes catch the sun, you do not understand.
Listen,
how happy
let me
I
tell
get.
you about the stats of Whoop. Okay.
Oh, peer lag gaya.
When I
Mr.
sleep,
2%.
When I sleep at my mum and dad's house,
Mummy, daddy, that
we don't have blackout blinds or anything. They're blinds, but they're really old blinds. Yeah, I'm doing the right. So I'm saying the blinds allow a lot of light through because they're not blackout at all. They're very old. They're just standard blinds to cover people from peeping in. So
perverts.
Yeah, basically. Even though the only perverts available are like schools in the back, because it backs out onto a field that attaches onto a school.
Maybe,
but anyway,
maybe you're the pervert that looks out of the school.
Definitely not.
Maybe it's reverse perverting.
Definitely not.
Angie.
So when I'm at mum and dad's and I sleep there, my quality of sleep is worse compared to when I sleep at the flat where it's curtains.
So Whoop tells you, does it?
No, that's how I feel
So
as
how
well.
you feel, is it?
That's how I feel as well.
Feelings?
Hey, it's correct, man.
Okay.
It's correct.
Fine.
It doesn't lie. It's correct. So there you go. Facts proven. Data backup. Point proven.
That's a subjective point. If I'm saying it doesn't affect me, then it doesn't affect me.
You're a weirdo, bro. I feel like if you wore the Whoop strap, you would understand.
Whoop. I keep getting targeted with the ads.
Karla.
But we
I
detract from
can
the
refer
point.
you 1 month free.
Oh, bole. For you.
For me.
I get all the Zavios and you get 1 month free.
Perfect. You
Great
pay for my
success.
month. You pay for my month.
Great success. The only point I wanted to make there is, I actually, on the shelf behind you, so this year me and Shindy are doing a gratitude jar, something that's made popular by, what's his name? Indian guy, monk, think like a monk.
Sadhguru.
No, Jay
Shetty.
Right. So every Sunday we sit down, one thing from the week, just pop it in the jar.
Very good.
And a couple of weeks ago,
Cracked it open.
actually not a couple of weeks ago, like last week, the week before, my thing was, I just felt so happy seeing the sun. It's like, it's just, oh my God. I had so much gratitude. Put it in the gratitude jar. And I was like, Tika, Badia.
Smash life.
So?
Hor. Tell me about India then, man. Come on. I know you got topics. Come on.
So topic. So before we flew out to India, we had this nice little 2-day interim period where we shot the podcast.
Yeah.
And I spent some time with Kenny and Mayor, which was nice. It's like a pre-holiday. Because normally you fly out straight away, don't you? And it was nice to do that. Now, in that, we went to a park the second day. We saw Peter Crouch actually. Went for breakfast. He just walked into where we were eating in Cobham. I think
You
it's
can't
called.
miss him, but yeah.
You can't miss him. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's Peter Crouch.
Did you say hi?
No, it was it's one of the things where it's like, I don't be like, oh, Pete, like, or whatever. Like, just, if our eyes like mill, for go, then fine. Otherwise, I'm not going to be like, you're right.
Yeah.
Just acknowledgement, whatever. And so we went there, had breakfast, went for this walk. Before we started walking, went to the toilet. Tiga. I feel like one of the common themes to our
Is
podcast
100%
is
going to the toilet.
stories.
Tell me your trauma.
So we go in. Me and Kenny go in. Kenny goes straight for the cubicle. There's only one cubicle. I go for the urinal. And so, start doing my business, right? Doing shower. And then I feel this something on my left leg, right? And I'm like, fuck, it's a dog. Kutta aa gaya.
Right.
Kutta ke to
In
aa
the
gaya.
dog.
Right? And I was like, and obviously I'm doing my thing. So then but you can't spray. So then you're like,
So you tensed up and stopped pissing.
yeah. So no, but that's not the
So
funny
you
thing.
closed your prostate.
It's not the prostate you closing. But this is like the whole.
What are you closing, Karan?
This is like that thing again.
What are you closing,
This
Karan?
is like you and the vibrating tongues.
What are you closing, Karan?
You are closing the gland which allows your urine to pass.
Boom.
So it's the pudendal nerve, if you really want to know.
Yes, thank you.
It's a pudendal nerve. Right. So yes, I'm like, what the hell is touching my latte? Okay. So I look down. Basically, this old guy who's dropped his map like on the left of my leg. And then so there's a cubicle where Kenny is, there's me in the urinal, then there's just a little gap. And I'm like, bro, why don't you just wait till I finish pissing and you can get your parchi, right? Rather than feeling my latte, giving me like a semi-heart
Oh, was that
attack.
what he was doing? He was touching your leg trying to get the map.
He wasn't obviously trying to touch my leg. He was trying to get the thing, but he just like brushed past it. And I'm like hypersensitive because it's kutte around everywhere, right? It's like Gora Mandem Central.
Yeah.
And yes, I was, I got shook, man. And then I came out. I don't think if I had, I don't know. I can't remember if I had complete evacuation.
You definitely did. You must have.
No, I don't know.
You must have carried on.
Yeah, I can't remember.
You can't stop that. Once the flow's going, it's going.
Yeah. So that was that. Tiga. Oh yeah, this is funny as well. So on the way to going to London before we shot the podcast, Shindy was like, "Oh, I'm going to go to this tailoring auntie, another auntie, right? Suit tailoring.
Acha, Taylor auntie, yeah.
Tailor auntie, right? And so we
Suit
go
wali
there.
auntie.
Suit wali auntie, right? So we get there, and I'm in the Gaddi. I'm like, "Are you just going?" My understanding, my perception was, Karan, I'm going to pick up my suits.
Okay.
Okay, so she goes in. I'm like, right, let's check my feeds, check my emails.
Check your feet.
Feeds.
Oh, feeds. Fucking hell. I was
Feeds.
like, okay.
Check my feet.
Check my feet.
Check my feet,
Yeah,
man. Check my bed.
feet. Yeah.
Yeah, so whip my socks up, put them
Yeah.
on the dashboard.
Yeah, 100%.
No. So I'm checking my feeds, social media feeds, check my emails, replying to messages.
You looked at our TikTok, went brop, and then carried on.
Do some voice notes, how I do.
Yeah.
This is the day we shot the podcast. And I'm like, in no time, not on it.
Getting your time, see?
Like, you don't just the time went, and we had to make that, that Shindy's mates, the meal, pleasure.
Yeah.
Right, so we had to make that meal and then obviously shoot the podcast. And then I'm like, where is she? And in my head, like part of me is like, has she been kidnapped? So my head, yeah. It's big
You
jump,
need
big
to
jump.
chill out,
big,
man.
Big jump. I think I've been watching some films recently about that kind of stuff, and I was like, oh, she's not there. She's gone, like they've exported her somewhere. Like proper taken mode, Gaddi in the back. I'm like, Gatia. And sorry, now I forget why. I'd rang her about 10 times, there's no answer. That's why I got worried. I was like, phone nahi chakdi. One time, Chartika.
Where did you take her? Sohorod.
No, it's like some random auntie's house.
You
like
parked outside the house.
Parked outside the house.
So if you parked outside the house,
Ring doorbell.
where is she going to get kidnapped to and from?
Mainu nahi pata. I'm concerned. If
You
somebody's
think
not
she's
answering
getting
the phone-
tied up inside or something?
What? Yeah. Why is she not answering the phone? Das sorry. Das minu. Das
You
melinu.
were so worried. Why don't you go knock on the door?
That's exactly what I did eventually.
Oh my God, okay.
So you play the game with yourself then, like, give them 5 minutes. Okay,
Yeah,
give them 7 minutes.
yeah,
Give
yeah.
them 10 minutes. Okay, I'm definitely going to go. So then I go, and then I press the bell, and then I come stand back. And obviously, auntie comes to the
Yeah,
door. She says, Hanji. I was like, "Ma, just got in."
मैं जिसका रहना है
I was like, I said like,
मेरा वोटी कितने
I was
है
Satinder. She's like, Hanji, वो suit try कर दिए. So eventually, Shindy comes out, and I'm like,
So hang on, after she told you this,
she goes, yeah, she's like, she's inside doing something. And she's like, "Tusi bhi andar aa jaओ." I was like, "No, मैं नहीं अंदर आ रहा." I'm happy in the Goody.
Huh.
So I arrived at the Goody. I'm chilled out now. And then Shindy comes. And I'm like... So it's not that she was picking up suits.
She was trying to one.
And having them altered, live altered.
Acha.
Like, you know this thing like...
Where they can open the seam and all that stuff.
Cold day, tight.
I've been there.
Yeah. No, my God, in that time,
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the whole kidnapping story. ठीक है. Next thing, we get to Delhi.
Pull the mic closer towards you, Karan.
We get
No. You can sit back. I ain't got a problem with that.
We get to Delhi.
That's better. There
ठीक
you
है.
go.
And the flight is delayed from UK side, some sort of
Every time.
fault, whatever.
Every time.
Yeah.
Phalange.
Yeah, what was it? It was something about the wheel or something.
Phalange.
So funny as well. So this is flying up from UK to India, and I would say there was an equal mix between Gore and Apne flying.
Fuck off. No, there wasn't. You're
It really
chatting
was.
shit.
No.
No.
Listen,
No.
what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying.
Don't do this to me.
Listen what I'm saying. Business class and first class, all Gore, barring like one Indian, right? Yeah.
Sachi?
Yeah. Full man. And then the economy is all like Indians or whatever. Was it premium economy in this one? I think they may be premium economy as well. Anyway, so they came out and they were like, sorry, the flight's delayed, British Airways voice or whatever. And they brought out this...
you were flying with BA?
BA, baby.
No wonder
No,
it's
you're
got
thinking
Gouda
Air
on
India.
it.
Yeah, you're thinking Air India.
I thought I was like, hang on.
There's no Gouda.
Why are there Gouda on an Air India flight?
Zero Gouda on
Air India flight.
Gouda
These
there.
are good juice.
Yeah. They're not going on that shit. Only Gouda that were going Air India are like the hippie types.
Yes.
I'm going to find myself, my nirvana,
Yes.
like, eat, pray, love.
Yeah.
Those types, right? The guys, that have like those big backpacks. Like as if you go to Everest. I know. It has like a tent in there, Paniki Gush. Anyway, so then they're like, it's delayed and they brought out this trolley of snacks. Oh my God. Indian people and free food.
On it?
Yeah, on it. But it's like, so I went, right? I'm like, this main Shindy, do bande.
Yeah.
ठीक है? दो बंदे हैं क्या? So I got a packet of crisps each, chocolate bar each, pani bottle each.
Yeah.
That's appropriate.
Yeah.
Next bande, and I've seen them because you're delayed, you're watching people, you understand like.
Are you on the aircraft at this point?
No, we're at the gate, man.
Oh, bro, I take Liberties. Why not?
Regardless on it. So I'm looking at next banda. Na? He, like everyone knows who. Like this guy is not in a group. He's alone. He's flying alone. Banda goes up. 4 chocolate bars, 4 packs of crisps. I'm not Salia. Let everybody get first. This is just not considerate at all, man.
Was he?
Ki apna si.
What complexion was he?
Apna si.
He was apna banda.
Oh, bro, Gore ain't doing this shit, man. Gore are so considerate. Yeah.
No, they're not.
Galson, the ones
No, they're not.
You're ruining this story, man. I'm telling you what I saw. The Gore I saw were like, oh, John, I'll just get a bottle of water. They don't even get all the snacks. Like base level is you get one of each thing, even if you're not going to have it. Yeah, because you think at some point in this journey, I'm going to feel hungry.
Yes.
Right? It's not about how hungry you are now. Future hunger as well.
Hanji.
But the Gore are very considerate. Like, no, it's okay. You have it. Apne bande, sara kuch makata. Oh, the kutte. Right, anyway, so we eventually get to Delhi. Immigration, massive lines, like 3:30 in the morning, man. Massively over delayed. We're supposed to be at the bloody hotel at like 1 a.m. So this is like massive delayed. Now, I don't know about your experience, but immigration officers
I can't remember, bro. It's been too long.
in general are the most dukhy people in the world, especially Indian ones.
Depends where you go, but yeah.
India definitely. You know?
Okay, India for sure. Yeah.
You get there and there is zero emotion. Like these people are dead inside.
Yeah.
You know? Stare to the purpose for your visit. What is purpose? Why you entering the India? You entering, I enter you. What is purpose?
Surprised you said it in English. Oh, okay.
Start your business.
You must have saw you. I'm surprised you didn't start speaking in Hindi or something.
Business.
Business.
Oh,
Business.
another one that Param taught me. Successful. Listen to it. Are you being successful?
Who said that?
It's a thing they say in India apparently. All the freshies, whatever.
Oh my
They're trying to say
days.
successful, and it comes out as I am being very successful. So yeah, so you got these dookie ass bande.
Poor people, man.
Yeah. But in that line from immigration, there was a Gauri stand next to us, and again looked like the eat, pray, love type, and I was like,
Eat, pray, love type. You mean a yogi?
yeah. So I was like, hi.
Going there to find Sadhguru. Yeah.
Yeah. Save the soil, and I was like,
Soil.
You do not raise children, you cultivate them.
Exactly.
So I was like, well, where are you from? Where are you going? She's like, oh, actually, I actually live in India. She lives in India for the last 20 years, this Gauri.
Where?
In Himachal Pradesh, which is the mountain Shimla. Really nice.
That's very nice.
Very nice.
Why is she in Shimmer? It's Tanda there, man.
It's Tanda now. Yeah, it's Tanda now, but in the summer it's obviously beautiful. And so she teaches English, and basically she was born in England, lived in Spain, and then moved to India. Really interesting. So we had like
very big leap there. Okay.
Very big leap. But family, she was visiting a family there in England, but we had a nice chat, and that actually killed all the time trying to get to the front of the immigration queue. And then we got there, and then there's Nickel game. Here you go. Another funny thing. So the next day, we're having our flight back to Chandigarh, from Delhi, Chandigarh, rather than going in the Gaddi. Get on the plane, room premium economy. It's a 45-minute flight, but they still give you some food.
Wow.
Thought, here you go, fine. So you got like 5-10 minutes to eat it. And Sakana comes out, and they're like, oh, you want pasta? Pasta? You want pasta? Pasta. It's like, chalo, theek hai. So me and Shindy open it, and the guy next to us, he says he doesn't want to eat food. Looking at it, and got the fork, and I'm just like moving the corner around. I'm like, Shindy's like, where's the pasta? It's like jal. It's basically jal, sweet corn, a few rajma. But again, being British, we're just like,
oh, it's okay. Yeah, I'll eat it. I'll concede.
It's okay. It's food, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's a couple of Gori here. Clearly a businessman, a couple of Japanese guy. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Ram it down in it. Baba behind me. You know, right? सब पास्ता कहते सारे चौल देते सानू है चौल विच राजमा पा के कहते पास्ता है पास्ता कित्थों है just basically says what everyone else is thinking. Oh, Baba is such a legend, man. So
what did they say?
Yeah, Vistara. So they're like, oh, sorry, but the catering, they tell us on the sheet. So basically she's ready off the sheet. And which is fair enough. Like, they get given the meals. They don't like open it and check whatever it is. And I just thought that was really funny, man. Oh, Baba just nailed it, man.
When you're that old, I can't wait till I get that old and I can just start nailing people to the wall by just completely obliterating them by saying everything that people are thinking because you're that old.
Yeah.
It's like a get out of jail free card. They're like, oh, he's old, it's fine.
Yeah, and if you really want to caveat, you'd be like, "Haan, koi nahi, no dementia, no pata nahi." He doesn't.
Yeah, boss, that's it.
And damag di bimari.
Yeah. Damag kharab hai, boss.
Damag kharab hai. Another observation about India. In your time, I know you have been to India. Have you ever been on a scooter or motorcycle?
No, I've been too scared to.
Okay, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Right, it's everywhere, isn't it? Right. So not the driver.
Yeah.
Not the driver. I'm talking about the passenger now. How does a second man sit on a scooter versus a woman?
Oh, you don't put your arms around the guy in front.
No. So tell me how the man sits, and then tell me how the woman sits.
Man passenger or woman passenger?
Yeah, both passengers. There's a male driver, and then you've got...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so he sits behind, obviously.
Right.
Yeah. But the guy holds onto the handles at the back. He doesn't hold on to around the waist.
He could do that. I don't mind that. But where are his legs? Tell me where the legs are.
On the side of the scooter.
Right. What does the lady do?
She has her legs on the side of the scooter.
No, she does not.
What does she do?
Right. It's the most dangerous thing in the world. So what you're saying is, right, normal is like legs like that.
Yeah.
Tiga? Makes sense. Ladies, they have both legs like this.
On one side.
On one side.
They're gonna fucking flip.
Oh,
they're gonna flip.
My God.
Any bump, she's gone, mate.
I was watching this and I was like, and okay, obviously the point must be like a modesty thing about it.
It is a modesty thing. Right? It is.
But I'm like, this is not safe. Yeah. You've got no helmet. The chunni's not going to do anything, and then your legs are on one side. Yeah, exactly. One movement like this,
gone.
Finish, man.
Whiplash.
Auntie, bye, man. I was like, this is not safe. But it's everywhere. And I'm just like, I don't know. You look at stuff and you just think, have people just got used to this?
I think they've all just...
I know, they're just like...
They've not seen something bad happen yet to someone. Yeah. When they do, they're like, oh, okay, maybe I won't do that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
There is... Hang on. Oh, were they married couples?
Yeah.
Then I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because...
No, I mean, I have seen women doing the whole huggy thing as well.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying... You know how some women, when... This is going to get a little bit vulgar.
I tell you.
When they're virgins, right? And they're a lot younger. Hang on.
That went very
Let me
extreme.
land.
Oh my God.
Girls that do horse riding break their hymen.
How do you know this?
Because it's a commonly known thing that happens to girls who do horse
too much
riding.
time on the Bainsy podcast.
It's not. But that's what happens. Okay, it's a normal thing. So
is it a fact? Is it a geography fact?
It's not a geography fact.
Is it body geography?
It's a common thing that happens.
Body geography.
Right?
Do you know anyone with it?
Jesus Christ, man! Can you let me land before jumping on my throat?
Salah, land. Black box किथे तेरा?
The landing means, let me get my point
I
across,
know what
buddy.
it means.
No, you
Salah.
don't.
Yes, I do.
Oh, this guy all of a sudden understands the lingo now. He's like, I don't
Get
understand.
the clothes horse.
I don't understand.
Get the clothes
I don't
horse.
understand your Desi lingo. I don't understand your.
Bathroom.
I don't understand your
Where is the bathroom?
your 21st century language. When you say calm, I don't understand that.
Oh God, मैंने इतना गुस्सा आंदा. Yeah, bro, calm.
Yeah, I told you. There you go.
Who's calm? The weather is calm. I am not calm when
No,
you say
he's calm.
innit?
He's calm.
I was like, bro, you are not calm because, well, maybe you're calm, but I'm not calm.
He's very calm.
Don't give me this shit.
He's very calm. So going back to the point.
Yeah, go.
Right. Maybe it's that where they're thinking if they ride the scooter for too long, that might happen to them. Genuinely, that's the only reason I can think that they're not riding the scooter with two legs on both sides.
God.
Otherwise, there's no other reason to not doing this. Okay, I'm thinking that goes back to the modesty point. Personally,
You are a very well-read man. You are.
I'm not a well-read man.
are
I
very
just,
well-read.
I just,
Your body geography.
I just think of these things.
Excellent. To Dr. Banja.
I just think of these things. I don't
Okay.
want to be a doctor. Fuck that.
Banja, yaar.
I don't want to deal with moany patients. I can barely deal with myself. Right? How am I going to deal with other people's problems?
Oh my God.
Right?
If you were my patient. Oh my God.
Pretty much am, to be fair.
What do you want?
Pretty much am.
वो तेरे चाहिए कि साला गोली खा तू.
That's me every day. That's it, man. That's all I'll say. I'll be like, what do you want? Just take these tablets and go home. I'll be the best GP in the world. I'll be like, paracetamol, go. Paracetamol, go. Paracetamol, go. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Referral? No. Huh?
And you'd say,
Thank you very much.
No, ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਕੂਟਰ ਤੇ ਬੈਠਣਾ ਨਾ ਇਦਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੱਤਾਂ ਪਾ
Yeah. If you jump on a scooter, maybe she put two legs
ਤੇ
over.
ਘੋੜੇ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣਾ. No.
That's it.
No.
Why didn't you ask the lady on the scooter, interview her? You should have pulled a mic out and be like, Benji. Why are you sitting like that?
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲੱਤਾਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਬਿੰਗੀਆਂ?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They will be bingo if you fall off this scooter, man.
Yeah. That's
One will be shorter than the other, guaranteed.
That's not good. Hanji. And final kind of update from me. I told you this before we went on air. So this morning I woke up really perplexed. You know, one of those states where, am I awake? Is this real? Maybe this has come back to your blind theory. Maybe this is messing up. Right? I imagined that I was still part of the University of Birmingham Bhangra team. And you got to remember, guys, it's been nearly 10 years now since I've done that. Shit has been
Hurts, innit? Hurts, innit, when you do like that.
Right? And what's freaky is TBS is actually tomorrow, but not when it comes out.
Right, yeah.
TBS is tomorrow, okay? I had a dream that I was still part of that same team and we had just won our 6th TBS. I think we've won 4 today. 6th, okay?
Hang on, 6 that you competed in?
Yeah, apparently I had competed in all of them.
Acha.
In this dream, right?
Yeah.
And then I made the leap that I was now on the level of the GOAT, MJ, Michael Jordan.
Because you were 6 for 6.
6 championship rings, 6 TBS. I was like, मैं GOAT बन गया. Bah.
And that's why you were in the top today.
That's not why I'm in the top.
That is definitely why you were in the top today.
I'm the GOAT.
You had that dream, you thought, chalo, make it
Oh, GOAT बन के.
6 in a row.
Yeah, and I thought, you know, it's just so funny that I couldn't.
Could be worse, Goran. You could be some people that have competed at 7 TBSs and then finally win one on the 7th attempt.
Why is that sad? That's good.
Huh?
Finally, they won though.
That's unbelievable. That's unrivaled levels of commitment that I'll never have.
It's good that they won though. 7, and if you were 7-0, that's not good.
Yes, out of 7, it was one win, 6.
No, but if it was 7 no wins, that would be really sad.
I reckon keep on going until you get one, innit?
Yeah.
New degree.
New degree. Well, yeah.
Change degree.
Fail.
There you go. Easy like work.
Reset. Dal, what's happening with you?
I got 2 minutes, so let me just quickly fill this in. When Karan sends me a voice note, I know when he's in work mode or Karan mode. Here's how it starts.
Come on then. What's the impression?
Hey buddy, hope you're well. So I need to, and I'm like, what do you mean you hope I'm well? Kanjir, you spoke to me 10 minutes ago via message. You messaged me 10 minutes ago a fucking essay of problems. Hey buddy, hope you're well. I'm like, now he's going to ask me for something because he introduces this like, I hope you're well. I'm going to ask you to do something for me now. Right, every time without fail, I see straight through it. It's like,
really good impression.
Hey buddy, hope you're well. That's it. I'm like, yep, cool. Here we go. Here comes the ass. What does he want? He wants me to do this for him. Yeah, okay, done. I know straight. I'm like, okay, you know me on a first name basis. All you got to say is just, Indy, I need this done. Bam. But he's like doing this whole, hey, hope you're well. And what if I said back to you, say, you know what, Karan? I'm not well.
Yeah.
I'm not well.
I'll send you
Let's address that first. I'm not well. Fuck your request. Talk about me.
Then I'd send you another voice note. Hey, buddy, heard you're not well.
Anyway, goes to the point.
Wow, I didn't realize it. When you say it back, it does sound exactly like what I'd say.
Thank you.
And your impression is actually really spot on.
Thank you.
What's not formal, Karan, then?
Huh?
What's not formal?
When you start speaking to me in Punjabi off the bat doing an impression, that's what you do. That's when I know Karan's at home relaxing.
Not formal.
Yeah. That's when I know that you're relaxing. As soon as I start hearing the Punjabi or I hear like a lengthy gap at the start, I'm like, he's going to do an impression. He's gearing up his voice. He's like, oh, that's what you do. That's exactly what you do. Ho, ho, ho.
Such a banger, man. Such a banger. You know, that tune, doesn't matter what's happening in the party. I could be there eating my roti.
Yeah.
If that comes on,
You got to run.
you gotta run, man. That is so good.
That's it.
Teri maadi khand mukk gayi. You know what that means? You know what that means? I only learned that recently.
I don't know what that means.
Your
You got 10
mum-
seconds though.
Your mum's sugar has run out. Oh my god. Oh god.
Thank you for listening, guys. We appreciate your time and love. We will catch you guys next week. The reaction video should be live this week, I think.
Yo.
So have a look. Let us know your thoughts. Drop us a comment. And we love you all. See you soon. Thank you guys for listening and watching. Check out more of our episodes here. And don't forget to subscribe here. See you guys in a bit.